Everyone
The
died.
big bad.
The
He,
bit you guys met a mysterious man in armor who you guys can only assume is the king of this land overall, as he blabbered to you
we,
guys.
oh, we don't have to assume. The bitch told us. That bitch
Yeah,
told us we're about throwing down.
yeah, he was telling you guys. He
I'm gonna kick his ass.
Simple bad guy.
Yeah, it's simple. He is the bad guy. I mean, to the point that he
Simple.
even threw an owlbear out
Baguette.
to you guys. Maybe they were friends in college or something. Who
I don't
knows?
want to talk about that bear.
Oh, you don't want to talk about your best friend? Okay. Aside from Zollypuddle being cripply broken, Naya heavily wounded and is still recovering. Is still probably passed out as you guys wake up the next morning. Y'all's madness has aside from Eli, who is talking about, or I suppose Xander, who is constantly now talking about to Haru about some, since he's not here, he's just going to be spouting about the giant robot concept, and while you guys are not on a planet, but a giant robot instead. Very interesting madness choices. Because he is mad, after all.
We're all a little fucked up right now. We all kind of got hit by the big oof.
Yeah, the big
Good thing there's
oof.
no music around.
And I will now take you guys to the new map.
Take me,
Because
daddy.
you guys are going...
Follow me.
Welcome to the new map, guys. And also... Jesus Christ, that was louder than I thought.
What? I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is the music for the town.
Is there music playing for you guys and I'm just not getting it?
Yeah, it's the bot.
Music.
It's the Fred bot.
You must have. Yeah, you must have just muted him or something.
Where are we dropping?
Right
I'm
there,
sorry.
right there where you see these guys.
I didn't know we were fucking.
Yeah. I just realized that I don't have Eli's token, so I'm just going to use this bird as representation of Eli.
Yeah, this town is vibing.
This is a nice little wholesome town. You guys have appeared, finally, after a week's worth of travel, you guys have appeared in Darlas Rest. And yeah, the town is quite vibing.
Apparently.
Jesus Christ.
Look at those cabbages.
Can I ask how similar is the music we're hearing to what they're performing?
I mean, this is... The music is a byproduct of your insanity.
Knew it.
And, I mean, in real life, you see a heavily armored young man here, and there are several others that look exactly like him throughout the town. This is my way of saying that I cannot continue to draw more characters that are unique, so he is just a repeatable NPC fighter.
Understandable.
Also, you know, there's characters here. There's a crazy cobalt man with a staff just screaming out, "And the end times are near! The end times are near! He will arise!" And, you can't really see him, but there is a big heavy guy over there.
Ooh.
What's the weather like?
The weather... the weather is actually quite sunny. You guys did just come out of a very heavily darkened forest. And I suppose, Lonnie. Or Runihara.
Yes.
You awaken in a strange place that you're not familiar with. As you open your eyes, you will see none of your comrades around. Possibly as you picked yourself up, you will see that you're in what it looks like a weird cottage. Then as you peek outside, you will see two bears. They're not dead, they're just incapacitated in a small little caged area. As you look up, you see a light. What do you do?
That was a great question. What would I do? Well, I kind of yell a little loud, like loudly, and ask, can anyone hear me?
Zollypottle, considering you're the one with the fucking bag last.
Oh no!
Do you feel the bag vibrate?
Why'd y'all leave me with the madman?
We didn't. Actually, what had happened was...
Open up the bag, and I just want to stick my snout in. I just go...
Wait, context. Would the
What?
snout be big or would it be small?
So how this works is, as the snout comes in, Runihara, you look up and you just see Xander's snout, but, like, he looks normal size, ironically. Where the light peeks through, he looks normal. He doesn't look any bigger. He looks like a normal, well, Zollypottle.
It's real nice of you to show up. It's only been like 8 grams of terrifying up here.
It has been officially 4 days that she's been out of commission. At least 4 out of y'all's week journey.
I'm very happy to know that you're okay. Can you please
Yes,
come
I'm
out?
fine. Now get me out of this.
Oh, you gotta crawl your way out like the rest of us do.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. What?
You'll see a furry face kind of put his face near Zollypottle, and he will look down and go, "All you gotta do is kind of float up. It's very easy to do. All you gotta do is kind of, what is it? What did the kids say? Believe you can fly or something."
Oh, like you
I
know how
need
when you want to take a poop, but you have to hold it in.
Yeah, I understand that.
You just gotta let it you gotta let your body just kind of let it happen, and that's how you'll start floating. It's like that sensation, if you will.
Yeah, but don't actually shoot yourself.
Her head up and just shows like this face of what? just holds her head like above her body, just staring up with that face of just what?
You just gotta come on, float
the
on.
light, and you'll find yourself out.
It's kind of true.
Dollar walks over and grabs the bag from them and turns it upside down and shakes.
Oh!
Pretty hard out.
Oh no! Darla, as you turn the bag upside down and you're shaking it out.
Oh no!
Am I correct in your assumption of your sheer forgetfulness? I'm assuming that's a yes. As Darla does so, Runihara, throw yourself anywhere on here on the map.
Oh no! Wait, I'm trying to. Okay, there we go. Bleh.
Oh no!
You did not just do this.
What is gone?
What's
happening?
Two incapacitated bears fall right on top of Runihara as she flies out of the bag. Yeah,
I was wondering, does gravity work different in the bag or?
it definitely does. Especially if you have it open. If it's closed, it's pretty much the same. You open it and do this shit, well. So Runihara, you now have 2 very, very tiny cub-like bears just passed out on top of you. Also, can we?
No, that's a blessing in some countries.
Can we put the music on repeat?
No, play the one that I want.
Which one?
I'm just kidding. Play whatever you want.
Hang on. One of them is unavailable.
One of the ones I sent you?
Yeah, the very last one is very unavailable.
What the fuck? I just pulled that one up.
Dollar is surprised,
I'm okay with this.
but she's also very sorry.
No, that song's not the right one. This area's got a bit more drive to it.
Just my face
go,
is just
butters.
steaming. Like I am
Try
just so angry right now.
Oh,
I think you should listen to My Castle Town.
here you go,
That
Butters.
one's a pop.
Here you go, Butters.
Yeah, could I just like?
Dollar slowly rakes the cubs into the bag.
Okay, the bears flop back into the bag. Hopefully they land on back into their traps.
I would like to snatch the bag back.
Okay. Zolly bottle, Darla. Any opposing arguments?
No.
Okay, Zolly, you get the
Just
bag
listen,
back.
listen.
please.
So I like sticks her tongue out.
I might love and respect you as my equal, but let's not do stupid shit like that again.
Oi, what should
First,
I?
I wake up in a bag. Now you put putrid bears on me. I am tired of this.
Now those were very clean bears, I'll have you know.
Putrid.
What do you mean?
You ought to hear putrid. There was an acid-soaked mutant that we had to fight while you took a nap. I would think a little bit of a thank you is in order for keeping you alive.
I cleaned
Well,
the.
looks like you're alive. Good for you.
I cleaned the bears. I thought they smelled nice.
They
No.
did, Nikolai. I want to just give him a little head pat, like Nikolai. You did an amazing job. Honestly, Nikolai.
His eyes sparkle because he's happy because he knows he cleaned them.
Slowly walks backwards away from the conversation.
I don't blame you.
Also,
Where are we?
for Nikolai. Haru will look over at you and simply go,
Ah, I see that you are awake now. We have arrived in Darlas Rest. You have been out for 4 days.
4 days.
Indeed, a lot has happened.
I notice.
she will hit a button where her collar of her, well, the collar thing on her, and you will hear, and then she will press it again. I'm sorry, Zolly.
Oh dear.
That is what we were
Zolly
having to
grabs
deal
his
with.
heart like he just had a heart attack, but captures himself.
Nikolai will try to grab your arm like, it's okay, it's okay. He's just playing a little voice thing. Or something.
Where's my little goblin friend? Oh god, is she dead? Oh god.
You will see that Nikolai actually has Naya in his bag. Like, on his back. He's just carrying her in the bag. She is still heavily wounded, and she is unconscious.
No, we gotta get her help, please. Oh god.
I think this place has an inn or something. This is Darlas Rest, right? Something?
Yes, I assume anyway.
Is that Haru?
Yes, I speak into a cup.
Haru. Listen.
Yes?
Why do they call it an oven? When you... I'm sorry. No. You remind me while we're here again? I'm a little scattershot.
Good job, Alex.
What did I do?
The DM.
You killed it.
Couldn't help it.
Oh god.
Oh, I'm so proud.
Holy fuck! Oh. Why do they call it enough? I'm so sorry. Haru will once again.
We have come here to look for the relic to open up the Fae. Remember, our leads say that there is one here. Also, Darla seems to be very fixated on completing a quest from Seismic Punch.
As she retraces over her memories.
Yes.
Wait, hold on just a second. Darla? Darla's Rest? Darla?
Your point?
Darla? And I'm gonna pop that shit-eating grin again.
Oh my god.
Sprinkling up my schnoz.
His snoz is... Darla, as you look over at Zollypoddle, you'll see that his snoot is, like, crinkled.
Darla ignores it.
Alright, Darla, what are you doing?
Darla pretty much goes up to the guard.
Yes! On my way here to help you.
Darla motions as if like a place to sleep or like an inn.
He will look over at you, Darla. At first, he doesn't say anything. He's just staring. Like he's 100% seeing a ghost. And he'll kind of look down. He'll look up. And he's looking at your motions, and he's like, all right, miss. There's an inn, and he will point out over here, if you guys can see me.
Up here?
Yeah, where I'm beaconing. There's an inn right over there. Up to the north, there's a... Once again, if you guys... I don't know if y'all can see me actually doing the little thingy.
I can see it.
Okay, up there is where a blacksmith is. And to the north, east of that, there's a enchanter's hut. But mostly the inn has probably what you're looking for. He's still shaking. For some reason, this man's visibly shaking, by the way.
What is it to roll for?
He becomes wide.
Insight? What is it? Insight to see,
Yeah,
how someone is?
yeah, it's insight.
Okay. Fuck. I should have had my character sheet. I'm a dum-dum.
Butters, if you want to play that other music that I sent, you can also play it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hit that dab.
I'm sorry, I'm a big dum-dum. I forgot to open my character sheet.
Oh no, you're beautiful.
It's okay. Lonnie's essentially running off of rubber bands and glue, so...
Yo,
You aren't
20.
wrong.
But we appreciate it anyway. Okay, a dirty 20.
Dirty.
You'll notice, Darla, that as he's looking at you, he is specifically looking back at this individual over here.
Okay.
But he's also looking at his own garbs. For your garbs are very similar to this, well, this town.
Badly worn.
Yours are badly worn. Yours are clearly cut up, broken. But it is unmistakable that you also have, you know, your nameplate on your chest plate, as many of these guards would also have.
Darla smiles and like grabs the guard's hand, like shaking him in a thank you.
No problem. Y'all don't cause any trouble here. And he'll look at Runihara and he'll just be like, oh, shh, especially you.
Me.
You say that like we're a bunch of freaks.
Nikolai will walk by Runihara and go, Darla just... Darla just collides into Nikolai. Nikolai goes,
Nikolai, my child.
I joke. No, but Nikolai go, don't worry. He's probably feeling that way because your skin's blue or something. It happens to a lot of us. I mean, look at me. I'm like, tan. Nikolai is hopping in. He's kind of excited. Also, he's carrying, Naya. So.
Darla wishes to
Yeah.
help Nikolai.
Oh, it's fine. I got it. Haru and Xander. Xander, who, as he walks by, is continuously talking about the giant robot. Haru will take him to the inn as well. Zali, not Zali, but Nikolai will accept your help, by the way, Darla. Runihara, what are you doing?
I'm just slowly tracking behind.
Okay.
At this point, Rooney is very upset. First, Rooney wakes up in a place that she doesn't know. Then she's being told to be out of trouble when she knows that she has other party mates who could equally be in trouble. Be more troublesome than she is.
Darla gives Runihara's hand a head tap.
She is very insulted. Like, she is very insulted.
Slime Shady, what are you up to?
I'm just kind of watching from the distance. I have no idea what's going on here.
Okay.
I can't really speak to anybody about it either.
You can't really speak to anybody about it? Wait, what?
Yeah, you remember it well. Yeah, I meant.
No, no, because remember, it has been a day. You guys took a long rest.
Yeah, it was a while. Huh?
Yeah, I told y'all, once y'all came back, ironically, you guys, all y'all's madness abilities are gone except Eli's giant robot ability.
His giant what ability?
Xander currently believes that y'all's whole planet and the concept of it is the equivalence of a giant robot, and that you guys are actually small insects that function that robot by moving upon it.
That's kind of sick, actually. I kind of wish that was legit.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, Dalton. No, go ahead, bud.
I was terrified of music, but there's no music, so
you don't hear. You don't hear any music?
No, she was terrified of music when she had madness.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you're fine now.
She could always sing.
Yeah.
Quite the horrendous act of speech.
As you guys get closer, you see a young man with a cat, a very fluffy cat, and you see this man drenched in armor that looks very similar to Darla's. You see this kobold just constantly screaming about the end times and how it will come to. And as y'all cut the corner, Haru and Imperium are actually, or Haru and Xander have already gone inside the inn, and that's where they will be. But you guys will also see this heavy-set fellow here who looks very similar to a Zollypottle.
Good God.
He is knacking down. He's got 2 massive drums right by him.
Damn.
My brother.
He's a chunky boy.
My brother.
The end times!
And then those chunky. He's dead.
Had to get a drink for this one. Hey! Welcome to the hut, my brother!
What in the goddamn?
What in the goddamn? Hey there.
What?
How you doing? Yes?
I am going to be telecommunicating this to him in private. Sweet Jesus, man. You might want to lay out those sweets. How are you going to get your jobs and stuff done if you were all...
I don't have to worry about it, my man. Have you ever been to Darlas Rest?
Not in a long time, I guess.
You hear drums start playing in his head. It actually, aside from my autistic personality, it actually sounds pretty good to you. Oh, Lonnie, was there something you were rolling for and I just missed it?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. He goes, I am a musician, you see. I play on the streets for money. You see there's a small cup in front of his very tiny feet. Abnormally tiny. You actually see there's a few bits of gold and copper in there.
I have 82 gold, so I'm going to give him 2 gold myself.
Oh, thank you, my brother, he says. It's not all times around here. Darlas Rest, it's a very nice place.
It seems like it. Not every day one of us gets the chance to unwind. You seem quite relaxed.
Yeah, judging by my pants. He's talking about his shorts. He's got little pineapples, it looks like, on them.
Yes. How fruity.
Indeed.
Yes.
You ever tried the fruit around here, my brother? Reminds me of the Fae. Back like my mother used to say. I miss those times. The Fae wilds. My brother, have you forgotten? The fruits.
I have not forgotten the fruits of our labor, my brother.
No.
But you need to understand from one exile so well to another that place suffered from a bit of trouble. And you and I gotta find a solution to find the peace on that kind of.
That is what I'm talking about, my brother. You misunderstand my intention. I have tried every fruit around this plane. There is no cure. Only the Feywild has the cure.
Oh, shit.
That is what I am saying. That is what has brought me here. And this is where I stay.
There's gotta be. Well, I suppose you wouldn't happen to know a different way for us to get access to the Fae than around here.
Only rumors and hearsay. I hear some elves looking to retake some token or something. Maybe they know? Some researcher types. There is one inside the inn. But I do not mess with her. She looked very battered and bruised. Looks like she's been under the weather, if you know what I mean.
I see.
She wasn't even an elf.
She wasn't an elf.
Nah, but she worked with the elves. You'll see her when you see her.
That slimy bastard.
That's also me
Thank
saying
you,
I can't remember if the token actually shows her as an elf or not.
Brother, you're a straight G, and I appreciate all you've done for me.
Dun-dun. Not a problem, my brother. Safe travels. If you need me, you can call for Zimbabwe anyway.
Zimbabwe, arrivederci.
Arrivederci, my brother. Darla, what have you been doing this whole time? What have you guys been doing?
I've been just, floating around looking at the place.
This man, aside from a few glances here and there, pays you no mind because he's talking to his son. He'll get down on a knee. He'll just go, alright, so, I know that there's been a lot going on. You've been adventuring a lot. You don't need to be doing it. Still too young. Right? You take your cat, and you go into the fields. Me and the other ones have to protect the land. And he will kind of do weird kid shit, run by you, fall down, pick himself back up with his cat and run off. He didn't pay you no mind.
Ooh.
He's scared. Yeah, is there something I can help you with? He'll look at you, Darla.
I'm trying to think, fuck. The axe, that's what it is. She pulls out, an axe that she needs to deliver to,
Oh. He'll come closer. Alright, what do you got? The interns are here! If you don't shut your fucking trap, I'll throw you down the well, Cobalt. Had enough of you. But the interns! No! I don't care! But, no! Well! He'll go to the side and kind of murmur to himself. He'll look at the axe and go, alright, I see what you're looking for. Looking for a graveyard, yeah?
Dollar shakes her head.
Yep. Alright, my floaty friend. Graveyard is, I don't actually have it, Dalton, but he will pretty much point that it is, actually, let me look on one of the other maps real quick, because I might have a graveyard-esque area. Okay. Yeah, no, you'll have to do that Theater of the Mind, buddy. He will tell you that the graveyard is behind these trees over here, okay?
Okay.
But he's also going to recommend, yeah, before you go anywhere, you might want to check in with the inn, get some rest. Don't know you. Eye you up and down.
Dollar kind of caught her head to the side.
Also, this is what this fellow looks like. As you can see, he looks very similar to Darla's armor. He's got a cape kind of flopping behind him. But, yeah, he has a giant greatsword on top of him. Alright, well,
Great.
my name's Drac if you need me. Drac Glory Sealed. So, no trouble in the town, eh? Y'all see my son adventure and send him back here.
Dollar shakes her head.
Alright.
Yep.
Alright, he will piss on off and start doing his rounds around the town again. as he should.
And Darla just kind of waves him away.
He
Wait, Monsieur.
God.
do what?
Oh, a question I want to ask you, if you don't mind.
What you say? Are you making fun of my accent?
A little bit, but that's right the point. Yeah, I was trying to sound like the locals. I'm sorry.
What? Are you talking about that fatten over there? That looks like you.
Damn.
I mean, my brother did find peace. That's pretty hard for us, so I'd respect that.
Of course he found peace with best damn god in the country. Right after our great ancestors who fought in the war to protect this town.
Heard that like 8 times, buddy. Hopefully you're the truest.
We are.
So, why exactly is this place called Darlas Rest?
Ah, you wish to know about Darla.
A little bit.
Ah. Well, she is related to my bloodline. She was a protector of this land. Made a deal with a few dragons there and there in a day.
Dragons, damn.
Yeah, to protect this land. And they would protect it back in her stead. However, a long time ago, when the war broke out, a few of the great orcs, as well as us, protecting this land, the glory shields, she died during the events. But she took down every enemy, including the biggest threat, the Wayfinder. The Wayfinder. You look like he will eye you over. You look like the intelligent type. I'm not gonna be dense with you. A Wayfinder is a mechanized creature. Has lacriae implanted in it. And gives it life. The thing damn well near destroyed the city years upon years ago. So long ago that many of this town, aside from the glory shields, even don't remember who Darla is. But the city was named the town was named after her, out of respect, out of sacrifice she gave to not only the dragons, but to the town itself. And she rests with her shield still implanted in the Wayfinder to this day.
Where's the Wayfinder?
You, my friend, don't need to worry about that.
You know, I suppose that's probably a good answer. I'll give you that.
Right now, it rests. And it kind of snickers. To Darlas Rest. Dark humor.
I like your joke, Chief.
Yes. Very well then.
Well,
I must get back to my rounds. Stay safe and out of
I
trouble.
gotta get back to my headless friend.
Oh God.
Lonnie's in the back right now.
Okay. Slime Shady, what are you doing?
Others?
Bettis? Hey, Bettis!
Hey, buddy!
Hey, Bettis, what you doing, Bettis? Hey, you want that new post-COVID special, huh? You weren't even in it until the very end. Seems you're in an insane asylum. Anyway, Slime Shady, what are you doing right now? You're outside the inn currently. Are you just watching your friends walk around and talk to people, or what do you want to do?
You see, my plans. But I must finalize those plans before I put them to work.
I'm sorry, do what?
There's preparations before plans can be done.
Oh, you wish to make preparations?
Indeed.
Okay. Well, there is a potion seller here in this house. There is a enchanter up here who sells magical goods in Lacriae. There's a blacksmith up this way. So, that's how those work. There's a regular, like, this place sells rations if you want. And of course, there's the inn, which will always have intel, food, and rest. And, you know, sleeping areas, of course. In other words, 2 of these areas, actually like 3 areas, are different maps. So,
So where did they say the elf lady was?
Said the elf lady was in the inn.
In the inn.
Before I go in there, then, I'm going to talk to the preacher.
It's the end times, I tell you! The end times!
I'll
Oh,
slowly walk towards the blacksmith area.
for Izzle? Oh, shit. Do what,
Go
Dalton?
ahead.
Oh, okay. Zolly, as you get closer, he will look at you and point at you with his staff. This cobalt man, look at him. He's beautiful, isn't he?
Oh, he is small.
Yeah, he is small. He is very tiny. And he's pointing at you. He's like, "The Wayfinder will find its way again! It will arise! The elves, they poke and pry! They make us all cry! We will surely die!
Goodbye.
Goodbye!" And he will jump in the well.
Wait, shit, dude. That's. I need to drink that, you fucking dickhead.
He does not care. You see that as you look down in the well, he disappears. This man...
He's just straight up gone?
Yeah, he's just gone.
Is there a guard I can talk about this nearby?
As a few guards walk around, you just see him kind of shrug and go, "It does that more than you think."
But, like, you guys worried about the water?
No,
But,
he's magical, don't worry about him. He ain't gonna
What about the
contain...
water?
He knows better. Yeah, last time we'd cut off his tail nearly, yeah. He knows not to do that shit. Anyway.
I trust you.
Darla is AFK.
I hope they poisoned the water supply.
Runihara, the whole time Xander and everybody's been... Zolly and everybody's been walking around. Nikolai has been sitting here patiently with you. He even has a paw on your scarf. Your little scarf thing that you have. Because he's... Well, he was worried about you before because he was the one protecting you and Naya when shit was going down in the bag. He was protecting you guys. And he'll tug on you a little bit and go, "Hey, nice lady, are you okay?"
I'm fine now.
Well, that's good.
Promise.
Hi, we haven't been properly introduced. My name is Nikolai, as he tries to adjust a bag with Naya in it, back on his shoulders. She's a lot heavier than you think. we should probably get her a bed or something.
Yes, we should probably get her help as well.
What say you, boss? As he looks to Sollypoddle.
He's, like, paranoidly, like, looking around. Where he's, what? Oh, no, absolutely. We need to get Naya some, like, a duck or something, or just some rest. I don't know. Probably a good idea.
Maybe there's a doctor in the inn. I know Haru went in there. Also, what's wrong with Xana?
Get her in there.
Xana, okay.
Hara slowly pulls her head close to Zollypoddle, just whisper, "But what if they poisoned the water supply?"
Then I'd soak your head in it.
Oh, I will live longer than you will.
You two are absolutely adorable. And he will...
Not about how long you live. It's about dying, doing what you love.
And you love the water supply?
I like looking out for others.
She just slowly retracts her head back.
As I will say this, Lonnie, he technically did save all y'all.
I believe it.
Right, you guys, are you guys coming to the inn?
Yeah, I guess I will.
Alright, he will...
Laura kind of waves at Nikolai and them, and he's going to the blacksmith.
It seems Slime Shady has accompanied you, so I assume you two will go to the blacksmith while everybody else goes to the inn. Right?
I would like to open the door and, like, gently lead and, like, hold the door open for Nikolai and Naya.
Right? Nikolai will... Thank you! Oops, I grabbed you up. Sorry. There you go. And I'll load that map here in a minute.
And I saw the door open for
Yeah.
Rumi.
Runihara, what will you do? The door has been open for you. Lonnie?
Door of opportunity. It is open.
I'm sorry,
Door
what?
strap.
The door is open for you.
Yeah.
Holding the door. Waiting.
I'm sorry.
I slam it. I let it drop on her face while I walk by.
Oh my god. Shit. Alright, I believe I will start with the blacksmith shenanigans first.
Oh no. Shenanigans, he calls it.
Alright, Butters,
Face.
Butters and Darla, please
Shenanigans.
place yourself out.
Sorry, my tavern music's really loud.
Uh-oh.
Just throwing the bot down just a little bit. It should-
She's not listening to it on the bot.
I'm not listening to the bot.
That's the thing.
Okay.
Oh yes, he appears right in the middle of the building.
Yeah, as you guys, yeah, he is outside of the building. Darla, you throw yourself out?
Darla's just kind of in the middle of the building.
And
Oh,
why am I big?
wait, Lonnie, why are you here? How'd you get here? Lonnie,
Great question. How did I get here?
how did you get here?
I don't. I don't know. Help.
Oh god,
Here,
they're hiding in the woods.
put you over here for now, in case you decide to come back later. Okay?
Okay.
They're in the trees.
Oh, this is the blacksmith shop, yes?
Yeah, this is the blacksmith.
Yes, in
Uh,
the trees.
why are you
Why
bigger?
is my icon big?
Stop moving. You turd. There you go.
Thank
Anyway, yeah, as you two approach the blacksmith, you'll notice that a small lake with a boat and a little port. The area seems to be darker because the forest is more wooded here. The fence path, as you guys walk up the cobblestone pathway, you will see a well, what you assume is a young blacksmith. He is outside front. He has a ginormous hammer. He is just walking around. Here and throw. What do you guys wish to do?
Darla approaches the young blacksmith.
Hi. Yeah, how can I help you?
Darla kind of pulls on her armor as if, like, she needs a new set, probably.
He will eye you and he goes, "You one of Oz?" He scratches his head. It don't seem right. Oz don't float. Wait. He'll look at your nameplate and he'll go, "You're definitely one of Oz? I don't know. My teacher might know something about that. I've never worked on magical armor. I can work on regular armor."
Darla feels confused at the subject of you saying magical armor.
Well, I mean, it's clear you're not normal. You're not a person in there, and he'll kind of, your little flappy bit, he'll kind of raise it up, and he'll see your ghost, and he'll go, "Oh, yeah, you're definitely magical."
Darla slaps his hand.
Oh, I'm sorry, my He'll kind of do a bow.
Darla feels flustered.
Oh, jeez, I didn't know I would get you that bad. He'll put the hammer kind of on his shoulder, and he'll go, "What about your little slimy fan? Maybe I can help you, sir."
I guess I'd like set it on with it.
What kind of
I
army?
don't know about her, but plate mail if you would.
Plate. You want plate mail. You want plate mail. Isn't plate mail like the strongest armor?
I don't know, something heavy. I don't know, some sort of heavy armor.
There you go. Let me.
The
He
heaviest
indeed.
armor is plate, actually. Yes.
Yeah.
Now it's supposed to cost 1,500 gold points.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. If you want plate mail, that's gonna be 1,500 gold.
Oh, it's time to go through the list then.
Okay.
How much money do you have right now?
Not a lot.
When it comes to heavy armor, the cheapest at 30 gold is ring mail, 75 gold points for chain mail, and 200 gold points for splint.
Yeah, splint. It's more of a flexible type of chainmail. You can help protect your joints.
You know what? I'll get that.
You want
That's all I
splint?
got money for anyway.
Let me think here.
At least he's respectable, the slime man.
I don't actually know how much splint mail costs. Or splint armor.
They don't
Shit.
know.
See, it gives you AC of 17. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It gives you a disadvantage to stealth as well.
I already have this, and there's just help the armor I'm using now, anyway.
Right, having to think here. How much would I make splint mail?
The game, it's 200, so...
It's 200 gold? Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, I could do that for 200 gold.
That's perfect.
Alright, if you two follow me, and I'll show you my magical friend, and he will kindly, pat you on the shoulder, Darla. You guys follow me to the blacksmith lair. My teacher will be with you, and I'll be with you, my slimy friend. My name's Rayhan, by the way. He will go into the blacksmith. Hey, Teach, we got some students. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so, what are you... Wait, what? Students? What are you talking about, students? I mean, I'm your student. I got buyers? You mean we've got people who want to buy armor? Yeah. And Darlas Rest? Yeah. Bring them the fuck in here, you lazy sack of shit! Butters, you come in, you just gonna chill inside the melting magma?
What, you want me to go on the anvil then?
You can go over the anvil. Rayon will gesture you to follow him. You come with me, slime guy. I got you covered. I gotta get to my workbench over here, and I'll start working on your splint mail. Just come over here so I can size you and take your measurements. Darla, as you walk in, she will look at you. And she will, in awe, she will run up, grab you by the face, both hands, palm, pop. And she'll go, now you, my friend, are something interesting. For the first time in a long time around here, you look like one of ours. That's to say the least. You are one of ours. So what are you doing here? Like this? You dare come into my shop looking like shite? Huh?
Oh. Darla's like, Nani?
You dare disrespect the armaments of our great ancestors? What do you have to say for yourself? She has not picked up that you are a suit of armor, Darla. She believes that you are just some miscreant wearing the armor and disgracing it right now.
I don't know how to respond with this. Darla's speechless.
Alright. If you're not going to respond, she will take your helmet off your head. Will you allow this?
Yes.
As she removes the helmet off, your helmet will slunk back to your armor, because your armor obviously can't be taken off unless you take it off. Or if their willpower is strong enough anyway. Anyway,
Right.
but your ghostly head will be there, and she will see your face for what you are. Oh, you're not a miscreant. Well, I wonder what happened to you.
If you're wondering how Darla's reaction is, just look in the...
Yeah, I want to see... Oh my god, the first one when he looked inside your mask. That's cute. She will say, alright, no need to be confused. Seems you don't quite know who you are. Come sit on the anvil. Your motion to the anvil. Your helmet in your hands.
Okay. Darla's very skeptical, but tries to reassure herself to do so.
Come on, lass. I'm not gonna hurt you. I've no intention of hurting such a beautiful work of art. As my great ancestors would say, the great hammers don't disappoint. And we don't plan on disappointing today either. She will bring out...
Ultra great hammer.
I'm sorry, what was that over there way off in the inn? What?
Sorry.
What you got to say to me? Speak up. I couldn't hear you.
What about the ultra great hammers?
We're just the great hammers. We don't care about the ultra greats. They're garbage company of dwarves.
But they're the ultra greats, and you're just the great.
Yeah, well, they don't have the embers of dragons now, do they?
They probably have the embers of something better.
Yeah, the ember of these nuts. Anyway. She will, without question, she starts flawlessly piecing your armor back together, Darla. With hammer and toe, she just, it's almost magical, and some parts kind of are. She sprinkles this type of powder on your cracks, and some of the cracks even form back. First time you've seen that even mending couldn't fix. She kind of smelts back over some of the pieces. Some of the chainmail that's under your armor, she pieces back together, making new loops while you're sitting there. Slime Shady, what are you and Rayhan doing? Because he's just currently, he's like sizing you, he's measuring you. And sometimes as he measures you, you know, you're slime, so your body just kind of, you know. He's like, huh. You know, I've not had this happen before. That's very awkward. How do you stay in that armor?
Good question. I ask myself that every day.
Yeah. He goes, no worry, I got this covered. And give you a thumbs up. He'll start working on the splint mail. And you see him go to town on it. Alright, guys. As they're working on your equipment, for the time being, I'm going to, if you don't mind, I'm going to go to the inn with everybody else.
That's fine.
You were talking about going to, I believe you were going to town, and I got distracted.
Yep. Alright, guys.
Going Sam.
You guys enter
Yes.
the inn. So this is kind of representing the front part of the inn. I would rethrow the big guy out here, but it's just easier for me to do it like this.
Oh, shit.
Right. These two are
And
come in.
sold by our local train.
Yep. Now,
Train.
now this is a good time to tell you guys I like trains. Right. You guys.
The train drifts
Let me
through
see.
the hut.
This is the moment of truth. Was she an elf? She was indeed an elf. Okay, good shit. Okay, I was on point. Good. Because I couldn't remember. Alright,
Trains are bitches.
Haru will look at you both as Xander has non-stoppingly won't shut the fuck up about robots. And the fact, the concept. Zala, he might be making a point at this point, you being so skeptical as you are. She will look at you and go,
I'm going to take him to a room.
Might be a good idea. It might not be. I don't know.
He
Maybe
is-
he's gone to something.
He's still recovering from the madness. I still kind of feel lingering effects myself.
Isn't that because you're a robot?
Mayhaps. I'm not a robot, more than android, but I understand your point.
Well, are you 50%, like over 50 or under 50 robot?
I'm more or less, I'm more humanoid than robot. I eat, feel, to a certain extent. I can't entirely feel, but I have feelings. Like how I care for you lot.
and she'll put a hand on your shoulder.
You are my friends.
She'll look at Xander and go,
He might be something more, but right now he's, well, crazy.
I guess that's fair enough.
she will take him, go up here, ask him for a room, and take him upstairs. Skadoosh.
Based.
Yeah, get that out of here. Alright, Nikolai walks up, he's like, so why you got bubbles appearing on you?
Talking to me?
Don't worry about it.
But I'm worried about it!
Oh, don't forget that I let the door drop on her face when we walked in.
Absolutely horrendous, boss. Why would you do that?
Yes, about
Listen.
that.
Amigo. When you have a severe
paranoia and somebody tries to toy with you about it, you don't take that from somebody. You don't take that disrespect.
I mean, I believe my original mask is going to come out of nowhere and try to kill me again.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, my master tried to kill me.
Yes, and that's why I will assure that nothing happens to Nikolai, because, you see, this is one of the greatest beings alive on Earth.
I do have beans, as he holds up his paws.
The toe beans.
Exactly. Flawless.
I don't know, I mean, they look a little bit war.
They're adorable.
These are shaped as friendly as a friend can be, my brother.
So should we, like... he'll start walking. I'm gonna take a seat for now.
Excuse me.
And he'll kind of have Naya in a seat, holding her up, resting her head for a minute.
Understandable.
So, as you guys look around, you'll see a dwarven hunter over here, kind of nomming down on an apple. You'll see two dragonborn ladies, or half dragonborn ladies here discussing.
I'm gonna. Damn it.
You will see somebody here who looks very familiar. She's currently reading a book.
My screen just glitched out. Where are we pointing? Aha!
I, of course, did change the token for her, but she is recognizable to your characters, at least. As
It's the one that fell in the river.
this is the lady who got away from y'all's fight.
Oh no, we're getting her.
Magic missile lady.
Oh, we are getting her.
I would like to approach the bartender.
You'll see a big orcish man, he's kind of got like a bandana tied across his head, and he stares down at you. You will notice that there is a nice little gnome lady here, carrying shit that is way too big for her.
Oh god, another short stack.
Hell?
Yeah.
Lord help me.
Hey man, I like my short stacks. You leave me alone.
It's okay, Zalipod will really like short stacks.
Yeah, as she picks up a giant mug, and she picks up this giant plate of food, she begins to walk off to where the Dragonborns are, and she is going to be dealing with them.
Got arms.
Yes, she does got arms! He gives a toothy smile to you.
You say that.
Oh, it's fine. I tend to intrude, or at least pay attention to who's eyeing my workers. Oh, I guess worker, plural.
Oh, you have more?
What?
No.
No.
Working with you?
No, that's the only worker I got. Best damn bartender in the land, I say.
Apparently.
Huh. Trust me.
Cut like an oak.
Yes, too bad her father's dead. Our whole family's dead.
Damn.
Happens. Happens to the best of us. Some of us here, some of us haven't been able to move on. She's one of them.
Whoa.
I keep telling her I can run this place by myself, but she insists on helping, so I pay her. Not gonna let her work for free, and I give her a place to stay. Least I could do for a little bit of extra hand. And I said hand, not head. in case it was misheard. I said hand.
Anything for a little extra head.
Anyway, my fine purple fellow, hope you're not gonna put me near damn out of business like the last one.
I wasn't planning on it, although I was gonna ask you, what's the most expensive, classy drink you got?
I would say Dragon's Breath. This would be funnier if Noah was here, because this is his drink.
I would like you to order the fattest glass you can get and give it to that nice little elf lady down there. This one.
Ah, you mean the Spitfire came in a few weeks ago? A week or two ago. Came in here kind of bruised up, nearly cut up. She got us some new armaments the other day.
Yeah, I don't know, like do that thing where I cover my snout with my one side of my hand and just be like, that was tight on me.
Ah, well, as long as you don't start shit, but then again, if you do, he gives you a toothy smile, and he'll just look at you and go, I want money to that. In other words, he is saying, you're gonna fight, you better pay his ass.
Don't worry, We'll make sure your shops get the cleanest spawn possible if we end up duking it out. I promise.
Alright. Here's your glass, Hebel. Big ol' fucking mug. Like, pretty much, you see how her mug looks right here, Alex?
Yes, the short stack.
Yeah, you see that mug?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that thing's
am looking
bigger.
Respectfully.
I appreciate it. Here's a. Alright. That will be 5 silver.
Take the gold. Take the tip.
You just gotta give me gold, eh?
Everybody deserves a little bit of kindness.
That's appreciated. He'll kind of bite down on it. Thank you kindly, sir.
Anytime, Chief.
Oh, I should probably, you know what? It's more entertaining when they drink it. Go ahead!
That sounds good.
Alrighty. So I would like to walk up
Okay,
very politely.
hang on. As you were ordering the drink, because Runihara did get here before you.
Shit.
Runihara, what are you doing?
Good question.
But to ruin this man's whole career.
So, I want to roll for intimidation.
Fucking JoJo pose behind her.
Fucking walks out like Pillar Man.
Bam 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 bam. You're behind her.
Shit.
She starts to shake. Her body is vibrating. She doesn't even know why. She doesn't know, but she feels that you're staring her down, and she is panicking. She
standing there menacingly.
She would stand up if she knew she wouldn't die right there and then, for she feels she would.
So Renihar cracks her knuckles and just stares down at her and asks, "Have I seen you before? I could have sworn I've seen you."
No, she's not looking at you. She's looking inside her book this whole time, shaking. I think you must be mistaken.
Rooney slams her hand on the table. "Don't lie to me."
Maybe we've crossed paths before. Xander starts to slowly, or not Xander, but Zali, you slowly make your way.
You just tell me when.
She's got a few more slams in her before you get there to jam.
Respectable. I will keep looking at the goblin short stack this time. Looking respectfully, of course.
Them hips don't lie.
They don't.
Mind answering a few questions I have?
I can most certainly try.
I look at Jolly Puddle coming over and I just tilt my head towards her.
Ooh. Things have already gotten spicy. Well, I guess another sip of beer won't fix nothing. Are you letting me bring it over?
Yeah, bring it over. I'm telling you to come here.
Hello there, Lassie. I feel like we've met before. I'm gonna skip the introduction and just give you the glass here. We thought you might as well deserve a little bit of kindness before we have a chat.
Of course. She will drink the alcohol as she does.
Excuse me. I see you got her a drink and not me.
Yes. Somebody here has clearly been through a lot more than you have. You were taking a dirt nap.
As she drinks the drink,
it looks like they've been through hell.
As she drinks the drink, her face and her body turns red, and fire bursts from her mouth.
Oh shit!
She starts coughing, and
you might want to drink that a little slower.
She takes 5 points of damage.
Oh
Jesus
no!
Christ!
You ain't supposed to hug that. Oh god!
Yeah, I like that, Lonnie. That's how he sounds. She goes, "The tiny house you give me."
I gave you the nicest drink they had. That's what they said.
You look over at the bartender. He's got this big ass shit grin, and he gives you a thumbs up.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
You got me.
Glad I went to the blacksmith because if Darla had seen what she probably would have lunged out right away.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you're the one who's turned.
Alright, I'll tell you whatever you want to know. At least just face me. You're currently behind her, Rooney. She is nearly pissing herself. And now she's also bleeding from her mouth. And coughing up bits of fire.
Rudy with his lollipop. Should I even give her the chance?
Listen, I think that she's learned her lesson enough that we can at least give her a little bit of a kind talk.
You guys see Nikolai over here in his chair, just kicking his feet back and forth, tending to Naya, who he scooted his chair up against.
Aww.
Is this in front of her?
That's beside her. I should probably tell you, Lonnie, if you want to, if you click on your token and you hold Alt, you can actually move off the grid.
What the hell?
Yeah. So if you guys want to sit in the chairs, you can, like, sit in the chairs like that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Wait, I'm gonna, like, scoot over to this right next to her.
Awkward. She gets up and gets in the other chair. Listen, what do you want from me? Okay, you already tried to kill me. And that's vice versa.
You actually. I simply launched a rocket at your head because you were starting shit. That's not my fault. That's yours. I started this introduction with a drink.
Okay.
You chose to chug when you shouldn't have.
You offered me a free drink. I thought it was a peace offering after you attacked the royal elven gods.
Was a peace offering. However, this is another one of those moments where you act a little too quick and didn't think, and then you got yourself hurt. So
I'm sorry.
A little slower, and we won't have any more incidents. Okay?
She's shaking.
That is a roll of intimidation.
She is shaking. Roll me that intimidation. She's already intimidated by Lonnie or Runiara. Oh my god.
Unfortunately, I'm at the blacksmith. I have a good roll for intimidation.
I actually have a really bad one, so we'll see how this goes. It's just a fact.
You do not intimidate her as she grips her, like, kind of gripping her hands together and shaking still, because she's still very much scared of Runihara. And she looks at you and goes, I'm not the one who is getting in the way of the gods and what we do. Regardless...
we literally did nothing. Let's get that fact over with.
Trying to bring the king back. He keeps avoiding us and causing trouble.
Oh, you mean the guy we saw last time with the, how would you describe his armor? How can I describe this to her?
Godly? Mythical? Unmortal?
You talking the guy with the pompous, shiny set of armor that we saw with his arms crossed acting all tough a while ago?
You saw him recently.
More than saw him. I challenged that dickhead. I don't think he liked it, but I did.
I'm just still cracking my knuckles over here.
Oh, you fool. The elven god are here currently. I'm just wanting all this to blow over. I already had to deal with that pompous zealot. You know, the guy you guys killed last time.
That took us 4 people to kill him?
Yeah.
God, I hate him.
And I don't want... Like, this is the face she's making, guys. And she's like, and I don't want any more trouble. I just want to be left alone.
Under the desk, I would like to grow one of the mushrooms.
Please, little Hector. We must keep this lady healthy.
Whatever you say, Dad.
God, I love you, Hector.
I love you, Dad. A magical mushroom sprouts from the palm of your hand, with Hector giving you nice thoughts in tow of fatherhood.
I'll give her this mushroom, and I'll say, listen, I know you take a little bit of pain from that fire, so just take a munch on this and help you feel better. That is a genuine peace offering. I got no gimmicks to that. I know exactly what it does. It's all good for you.
She reaches out, at first not wanting to, but her being a mage, she'll look it over, she will begrudgingly take your offer, and she will nom on the mushroom. She will heal back the points she lost. What do you... Now, tell me, what has the king done?
Oh, well, he made this thing.
It was like an owl bear, but spoke.
You mean it was
Didn't
real?
lyrics. Real enough to knock my friend into damn near death, yes.
She looks down at the table and she looks back up with almost tears in her eyes at this point, just saying, I thought it was fake. I thought I was crazy or damn well near mad. I seen it take down bears. Bloody fucking bears.
Just in
Yeah.
the background, you just hear it menacingly laughing.
It's damn laugh. It's fucking laugh. I don't know what's going on with the king or the royal guard or any of it. I don't want to be a part of it. I just want to stay out of the business.
I understand that completely, so I won't bother you after today, if you don't want. But at the very least, me and my friend here, she's an absolute sweetheart, trust me. She would never hurt you unless you start shit, so trust me, we're on good terms here.
I
I
would like
just need you to tell me what you know about this king dude that's causing so many problems.
You mean King Tragic?
Yeah, King paying my dick or whatever.
He killed the royal family. He's brainwashed.
Yeah.
He brainwashed his siblings. And damn well nerd take over everything. He's been in charge ever since. For eons, it feels. He will never die. He's proclaimed himself a god. That he knows how to ascend divinity itself. That's mad. I was forced. I'm gonna kill my brothers. I couldn't. But I just can't anymore.
I would like to do that thing where you I learn to take her hand and gently pat the top of it. It's so.
This comforts
It's okay,
her a
hon.
little bit.
The world is a cruel place, but I believe we can work together to fix it.
Brunihara, how you feeling about this?
I'm just keeping my eyes on her, make sure she doesn't do anything funny.
So far, she's been very genuine about this. I mean, unless you guys are wanting to roll for to check for deceit or anything, but I mean, I'm just gonna give it to you. She's not being deceitful. She's
Excuse me.
she 100% believes in what she's talking about.
East.
But
I
that
see.
is the equivalent of the information she does know about the king. Is that
Damn.
killed the royal family eons ago? Because elves in this world live super duper long as well, just like orcs live super duper long here. 'Cause they're of the Fae.
She pats her head gently. It's okay now. No need to be scared.
She starts to calmly drink the drink, and more
Oh,
fire comes out of her nose and her
God
mouth this
dang it.
time. Ah! How is this the special of this place?
Hey.
Ah.
I head to the
People.
bar. I head to the bar.
Yeah, Alex.
Do I have any fresh water in my rations?
You probably do.
I would like to add it to the drink and try to water it down a little bit.
Okay. Rooney, you come up here to the orc.
Yes.
I'm gonna help you.
Well, do you have a drink that's softer for the lady?
The DM actually dies.
Damn.
I done forgot my voice.
He was looking
Oh my lord.
like a
Eddie.
badass.
Anyway, yeah. Here, he'll pull out a bucket. And he'll pour in a small, shot glass of some white substance. It is some milk.
Wait, you put out a bucket?
Yeah. Bucket of milk. Put it in a small glass. That's what you asked
Oh,
for.
okay.
You asked for the
I
softest.
thought you were saying he handed me an empty bucket and put a glass, a shot glass worth of milk into the bucket. I'm
What?
like, why would you give me a big bucket for such little milk?
Why would I do that? That's dumb.
That's why I was here confused for a second. I was like, what?
Were you expecting a bag of milk?
Bruh. We don't talk about the bags of milk. They don't exist. Canada doesn't exist.
Canada's not fucking real.
Canada's not real.
He looks at you. Canada's actually a valuable continent here. Anyway.
Canada's not real.
As you see everybody else in the bar. Hey there, hey.
Oh my god.
I joke. He'll go, that'd be 5 copper for the gold. I mean, for the milk. God damn it.
I hand him 1 gold piece.
Man, you guys really trying to butter me up or something?
No, I just don't have anything less. I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay. I'll bite into it, and he said, fair enough then. Thank you kindly.
Grab the milk. You're welcome. Bum, ba-bum. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Bum, ba-ba-dum.
I had a question. Can you guys see Haru and Nikolai's names or no?
No,
I know I've asked before, but
I cannot see.
I wish I could.
Oh.
I wish I could actually show you guys. I am putting their names on there so I can remember. So, like, they have little nameplates below them. It's actually kind of cool.
That'd be cool to see.
Yeah, it would be nice if you could actually see it.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry. I just saw something that shouldn't have made me laugh that hard, and I'm like dying. This is it. I'm sending
Oh
it in the
no.
group.
Gaming is a female trait. Men should go build and die in wars. What the fuck?
It's the second one. That's the one that really hit.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck.
That's what the heck?
On LSD, I don't know what he saw, but he's holy fuck.
My god, that's amazing. As you give her the milk, she'll drink it, and you see her skin kind of turn back to a very pale white. Sorry that I can't help you any further. That's really all I know. But if you see any of the Elven God, please, just try to avoid them. They shouldn't be messed with. They're way more
So-
powerful than me.
How did you seem to not be under this possession of ideas?
Because I'm not a fucking idiot.
Well, that sounds good enough to me.
You not hear what the zealot was spouting? Absolutely disgusting. Most of us are being forced into this position. I don't even care about any other races. Makes no sense to me. I just want to protect my brothers. I don't want them
That's
to
fair.
believe the same ideals.
That makes a lot of sense when you think about it that way.
See, at this point, the bartender has walked up to Nikolai and has pretty much taken an order for him. He's also asked for a room, but Nikolai doesn't have money either. He's just
my God,
at this point, the nice bar lady has walked back and forth. You see the table just has tons of food on it.
Oh my goodness.
Nikolai,
Yeah, what's
How
up?
much did you spend?
how are you getting all this food?
I'm asking the nice little gnome lady there.
Oh no.
For what?
Oh, Nikolai.
Let's see. I got a turkey. I got some grapes. I know Naya likes I think she likes bread. I got her some bread. But she's kind of still asleep. I got this stuff that's called dragon breath or something.
No.
I don't know what that's called.
Touch Nikolai,
Baby,
no,
no.
no, no.
Uh
Honey, no.
Don't
I got some chicken nuggies.
I'm going to walk up to the nice little gnome lady, and I'm going to crouch onto her level. And I'm gonna say, little miss, how much has he spent already?
About maybe not even a gold's worth.
I'm gonna give her 10 gold.
That's way too much, sir.
Whatever he orders, double it and treat him well.
Okay. Would you
Except for the dragon's breath.
Actually, don't give him any more dragon's breath. Thank you.
Nothing
he
for-
seems to be a knack at drinking it. I've never seen him seen another drink it that much. Yeah, he's on his fifth. He's on his fifth
my
jug.
To look at Nikolai so hard you can hear crack. The sheer force of it.
You see Nikolai just with his feet still kicking back and forth. He has this big mug and he's just going.
I want to like rub in his shoulders. I want to scream at the elf lady like, "Oh, Lassa, are you seeing this?"
Oh,
Natural.
oh no!
What kind of demon is he?
I'm a tabaxi.
I don't know about that.
Anyway, not gonna say any different.
Eli!
Oh, Eli's alive. Hi, buddy.
Beauty has been awoken.
You have been gone for. I see you finally awoke crossing the borders.
Yeah, I
Damn.
sleep.
It's okay. This whole time.
I knew you were asleep.
It's okay. This whole time you've been spouting about the world being a giant robot. God, am I happy you have that.
Young thug, Christopher Colombo.
Anywho.
Yeah, you know, we're just like riding around its leg, just having fun, jolly old me.
Oh, Eli's here?
Yeah.
Who?
Oh. The one who is in the bag.
He is.
That was-
He is not in the bag. He is with Haru.
Oh, yeah, he's upstairs. I forgot.
Nikolai will look at both of you and kind of go, so should we, like, get rooms? Because, Naya's still, and he's trying to, like, hold her head up. She's still kind of out of it. Like, bandages, maybe?
Chicken rooms.
It wouldn't be hard to do. You've definitely paid me enough gold for it. She kind of gives you this shot, like, you know, look like, you gave me way too much gold. But I'm not complaining.
Well, what if I treated you to something nice, lady? Like, what if I bought you a nice dress?
What? What do you mean? My dress isn't already nice? She kind of does a little hip thrust to the side.
You say that like a lady like you doesn't deserve more than one nice dress.
God damn it.
I enjoy my dress. But a new one wouldn't hurt. Yeah,
I'll get you one, Chief, don't
just so
worry.
you know, she looks like this. This is Tomo.
The short stack.
Yeah.
She's
I
adorable.
am weak. Sally Bottle has a very defined weakness.
If you need anything, just let me know. And she will go get your keys and bring them back. Womp womp womp. So, she gave you guys 2 keys. Nikolai's just gonna keep eating.
Like, you treat yourself well. If you mind, I'm gonna take a turkey leg to the lady down there. She could do something.
Okay. He holds that out. He's got grease all over him.
Thank you, buddy. I'll pluck like a little bit of his fur off of it.
Surprisingly, there is no fur on the turkey leg.
Impressive. Actually, never mind. You're a clean eater.
My beans are always clean. Ma taught me to clean my beans.
I respect that. God, Nikolai's the best part of my life right now.
Are you walking off somewhere?
I am gonna go give that turkey leg to the elven lady.
Okay. As you walk away, Nikolai will kind of he'll wave Runihara over. Come here, hey Rooney. Rooney. Oh shit, she's AFK. Oh fuck.
You got fucked.
Up.
Can I give my meat to the lady?
Oh, thank you. She will take it
Absolutely.
respectfully.
I'm sorry I can't offer you much else. I understand it's a struggle to travel and have to deal with horrible things and see nightmarish things that laugh and haunt your nightmares forever. And you know you can't save your friends even though you're trying really. I'm sorry. Anywho,
It's understandable you lot did kill my entire party, but I mean, aside from Jerry the not good, there wasn't much really good in the party, if you know what I mean.
well, yeah, it's true. Well, we didn't kill all of them, to be fair. Another one jumped into the river too, but he didn't make it.
No, I know he didn't make it. I found his corpse. Oh,
No, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have.
No,
did that.
it's fine. He had enough gold on him that I'm still alive today, so all is
You got
fine.
like a place to stay till I get out of this place, or
As a matter of fact, I'm leaving shortly to try and take my brothers back from the capital.
I'm the capital.
Yes, the elven capital. Ma-
Well, is there anything I can do to offer some assistance to you?
Not really, unless you want to die. She says, kind of worried.
My life's not worth much, anyways.
she looks over at Nikolai and Naya and Runihara, and she kind of goes, I think you've got a good set of friends. Very kind. It seems...
Yeah, they're better than me.
Well, sometimes that's not what matters. As long as you're there for each other, good things will happen. Alright?
Okay.
You gotta believe that things will get better. That's what I keep hoping
Man.
for.
Here I am trying to comfort you, and then you end up comforting me. What type of fucking person are you? Quite a classic.
The type of person who never wants to hear that fucking owlbear again.
Yeah, for real. Holy shit.
Runihara, now that you're back, Nikolai waved you over to come talk to him. Hey,
okay.
Rooney. You're on top of my face, I can't breathe. There we go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He looks at you and he goes, listen, I know you were asleep for like several days, but when I was in the bag trying to, and he's whispering this to you, when I was in the bag trying to keep you safe, and the 2 bear cubs, how do I put this? When I came back out, things weren't good. Zali broke his instrument. Like, he tore it to pieces. I'm very worried. Yeah, you know, his little horn thing he had. Thought it was really cool. I was wanting to try to make it up to him for saving, you know, our lives and everything. Maybe find a way to get him something new. Musically inclined. Like a horn thing.
Okay.
I mean, it meant a lot to him. I'm certain it meant a lot to him. But, I don't know. That owlbear really got to him.
Yeah, we can look for something for him.
Thank you. And he will start kicking his legs and eating again.
Oh my god, he's adorable.
Get this gift.
Eli.
Yeah.
Aside from all you've been doing up to this point, is your bird's been on your shoulder. Here, let me give you control of your bird right now. Controlled by Infurium. You go, save settings. Cool, I'm happy I learned that. Anyway, yeah, Haru's taking you upstairs. She's already paid for a room. You're in a room right now, unless you want to come back down. Do you think you've cooled down from your insanity?
Nah, I'm still an insane man, right quick, you know?
Okay. Okay. Other than that, suppose I will go back to the other 2 birds as their armor gets complete. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Ah!
Oh goddamn!
I just picked up that whole map and slung it everywhere. That was not fun.
Oh, shit.
The universe has shifted for our transgressions.
Goes back to the blacksmith. All right, Slime Shady. Will the real Slime Shady please stand up?
I will not.
Ah. Oh, so you don't want me to put the studded armor on you?
She
All right.
armor, I mean.
Alright, he puts the studded armor on you. Or not studded, what was it? Fuck, I done forgot.
Limp.
Splint armor, yeah. He starts to size you and put the splint armor on you. Making sure, you know, all the final details. He's making sure that it looks perfection. He will look at you and go, so is there, like, any extra details you want? You want anything, like, to have anything?
Nah, nothing in particular.
Alright. He says, it's custom around here to put a nameplate on your armor. You don't even want one of those? You ain't got to. It's more of a royal guard thing. But my teach would probably be pretty mad if I didn't, you know, at least recommend it.
No, I think it's fine.
Alright. And that will be, what was it, 200 gold?
200 gold.
Right.
You guys got all this money. Why am I so poor? Oh wait, I spent it on health.
You guys also got, you guys got 150 extra gold from the last battle. Remember?
We each got 150.
Yeah.
Everybody got 150.
Yep.
I didn't add that in.
I'm pretty generous with that, by the way.
I'm gonna be completely honest. The reason I had given up so much money is so that I had 69 gold. But I guess that works too.
Yeah, you had more. I'm pretty generous because like you guys are adventurers, so you get paid in gold. But like the way the economy works is like people could like live off of 1 gold for almost like 2 or 3 weeks, if not even longer. Yeah, like gold is very expensive, but since you're adventurers, you know, yeah, you get paid in gold.
Shit's expensive.
That it is, Rayhan looks at you and he's like, anyway, what brings you to town, eh?
Just little hunting. Did some
Huh.
tasks for people.
Ah, alright. Well, safe travels then.
Indeed.
He starts cleaning up his area. If there's anything else, just let us know. We're the best blacksmiths in town. And kind of finger gun you.
Of course,
He's
of course.
gonna finger bang him.
Hey, he sticks his finger in Butters, because he's a slime. And bangs him. God damn it, that just made me remember South Park. I hate you guys.
Could these guys make me a gun? Where can I get a gun?
You could definitely get a gun from the enchanter.
Oh my god, I have a plan.
Alright,
You see, now I'm tempted.
do what, Slime Shady?
You see, now I'm tempted to get a gun.
Ah.
You fool.
Darla, what was your armor again? Like,
It was chainmail.
so chainmail? So, am I safe to assume that are you upgrading to splint mail? What is your current AC?
My current AC is 17 because we said that
Alright.
since she's living normal, she gets a +1 to AC.
Alright, so, yeah. Then it would probably go up to at least 18 if you were to upgrade to a splint armor.
What comes after splint?
Plate, which is way
Plate.
more expensive.
Plate. It's ridiculously expensive.
Splint is just a flexible form of chainmail.
Yeah. And it uses leather instead of cloth.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go with that then.
Alright. You'll notice...
It's actually very impressive, the difference.
Yeah.
So I get 200?
It would be 200 for you as well.
Okay.
But as she works on you, you know, she's cleaning you up. She's making you look a bit more sparkly. She even, you know, your scarf, how it's tattered and floating. She kind of fixes it. Kind of makes it look normal again.
Where it's more blue and have it like little gold features to it.
Yep, and she will, as she gets to the final touches, you'll notice that you feel more flexible, because your whole body is your armor, and you just feel genuinely more flexible. Like, man, you feel good in your armor, you know? So your AC is now 18, but you also have disadvantage to stealth.
Restrictions aren't so strict anymore.
I mean, she doesn't run stealth.
Yeah, I know. I'm just letting you know. Disadvantage to
Right.
stealth. Something to keep in mind. But
Quick question with that.
yeah,
Would that affect anything with?
that does not affect your playing dead. Yeah, it doesn't affect your playing dead.
Okay.
It was a bit different. As she goes to look at your nameplate, she'll recognize that it says Darla. She'll look at you. For a split minute, you see almost tears well in her eyes. And she will say, I'm honored to have helped you. I've heard legends about you wandering throughout the town. Your ghost, even. It's an honor to actually meet you. How do you respond?
Darla is confused about the honor thing.
They say, as she's picking up some of her tools, that once you die, you forget who you are. Or at least pieces. But, us great hammers believe that's not the case. Your armors and weaponment that we make are part of you. Part of your soul, even, depending on how you treat them. Seems to me that you're, well, my great ancestors did you proud. And she will kind of smirk. Nothing like a great hammer's to put you back in shape, eh? And she will say that you only owe her 150 gold.
Oh shit, you got lucky.
So you actually only lose 150 gold, Dalton.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, this is... Yeah, you're kind of a big deal. She won't say anything. She's not for certain if you are actually her. But it was an honor for her as a blacksmith to even work on you.
Hey, I can work with you anytime.
And she will say, if you ever need anything smithed, just hit us up. Alright, lass?
Darla smiles and like happily shakes her hand.
Nice. Alright. I'm kind of happy with this. So, Darla, as you walk out, I have a surprise for you, buddy. Well, I kind of figured, one... Oh shit, my phone's dead. Never mind, it's gonna be a minute. I'll send it in Discord.
May I ask for a Peter's break now? I have to use the restroom.
Okay, yeah, go... Yeah, go take a pee-pee break, guys. Everybody go take a piss break.
Penis break has been started, and I must go.
Yeah, my phone did the reset thing.
That's why I was saying that your phone reset within the time.
Yeah, hopefully. I have something special for you, because now that your armor's been redone, your ghostly self looks... Well, let's just put it this way. Your armor's been fixed. You look like a new you. You almost look like your old armor in a way. Got refreshed. I worked really hard on this today, Dalton.
I feel like excited and nervous at the same time.
Well, you look... Ironically, you look more human, also. But you're still a suit of armor. So, you know. Do 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 do. My phone's a piece of shit. Alright, and I'm gonna assume you two are going back to the inn, correct?
Yes.
All
I
right.
kind of want to make a gesture as I'm walking away from the blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
If I can even think of how to describe the gesture, I can't really even think of how to
You got it.
describe it.
You got a GIF you want to send to try to describe it?
I would have to find the gift. I don't even know.
You've
if
got
it's even on here.
you've got time. I mean, I'm gonna go pee too. So
Go ahead.
you know.
Well, that was a version of it, but it's not the one I'm looking for. Damn it!
Unfortunately.
Damn it. I'll be right back too.
Hello, I'm back. Everybody back? Yep.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move us back to the end. Doobity doo. Right, and at this point, I believe she would already and told. I'll wait for Zolly to get back. At least. Before I just make her yeetus defeatus her way on out. Teehee. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Rin, how many days has it been?
It has been one whole day, so you guys are currently not suffering madness. So, however, you still believe, like, you believing the world's a robot's a permanent effect, buddy. You hit that 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I could get rid of one of them, right?
Remember, if you remember last time I said I'd have to change how I do madness a bit.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now,
Yep.
there's essentially 4 different levels of madness up until you get to 20. So 1 through 5, you get very weak effects, which is what you guys had, which will go away after a day. If you hit 5, you get a permanent effect. When you go into 10, you get a transformative effect. When you go through 15 and up, it gets worse. That's not really permanent, but it gets worse. Like 5 and transform might be permanent. I had to change a lot of my madness stuff because I realized that I would probably be using madness. And I got to be careful with how I use madness. So, yeah. Essentially, all of your things are gone right now. Everybody's back to normal, except the fact that you think the world's a robot, so...
So I could just get rid of all these other ones?
Yeah, unless you just want to RP it out. I mean, you are a being of chaos.
Well, you know, I don't want to be
Don't give him
scared of
this
music,
power.
only speak musically, think I'm smart, and only speak the truth.
So, Dalton.
I found the gift.
Dalton, if you look in chat, there you go, bud.
Oh no.
Okay, go ahead, Lonnie. You're fine.
I got another question, Rin.
Yeah.
Would my permanent space robot one, would that count against the 5? Like when you reach up to 5?
What do you mean?
You know, like you reach up to 5, you get a permanent one.
Mm-hmm.
Would that count as part of the numbers for 5?
No. No.
Okay.
That's why it's good for you guys to take rest, so that way that shit don't fucking stack. So essentially, if you get 5, right, and you go into 6... Oh. Hey, bud.
I love it.
Yeah, that's what you would look like as a human, but also now you look more like this. I hope you like it.
I do.
Because that took forever to do.
I do love it.
But yeah, so essentially 4 of those abilities went away because they were weaker abilities, Eli. But the 5th one stayed because it's a permanent. But there's going to be another set of tier, you know, as you go up. Like, if you hit 10, you might have the possibility of getting rid of that ability. You see what I mean? Yeah. Right now it's permanent because you're just stuck on it. So, and you've been reset with your madness. I mean, unless you want to have one permanent madness, I'm okay with that too.
Rin.
Yeah, Dalton.
This is the gesture that Dollar makes as she is walking away from the blacksmith place.
The GIF is not moving.
Give it a moment.
Okay. Give it a moment. Alex, are you back?
Is it still not moving for you?
Mm-mm.
Is it moving for anyone else?
Oh, there it goes. Okay, it's moving now. Nice, by the way. Nice.
Yeah, there it is.
As maybe almost subconsciously, Darla, as you do this, she starts to weep. As many of the other people in this village who are warriors do the same gesture. In other words, I'm implying that your character subconsciously did this. Alright,
And then she proceeds to face plant into some mud.
I'm happy that you like the new picture, Dalton.
You died. Again.
You died. Alright, Zollypuddle, is he back?
Balls.
Alright.
Balls.
Zolly, as you and, I cannot remember what her actual name was. I have it written down somewhere. I just don't remember. Huh?
Her name was Lady.
No. It was, I think her name was, Vanessa. Yeah, her name was Vanessa. Anyway, Vanessa will say if you ever come near the capital to look out and keep care, and she will actually start to leave the town and the tavern behind. Because
Bye-bye.
she knows that the Elven Guards are here. And she leaves before Darla ever shows up. Once again, avoiding responsibility.
Oh, shit.
She better be glad that she didn't encounter Darla.
Yeah, at this point, Slim Shady and Darla, you guys want to drop yourselves there? Boop 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 boop.
We're balling.
Ballin'. At this point, Nikolai will pick up Naya again, and he will start to make his way upstairs. Now, hopefully, Darla and Butters appear before you guys just run off and they don't know where you guys are. Which I assume they...
What is...
Darla is there subconsciously. I am just messing with my character.
Oh, okay.
You're there subconsciously.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a big deal because you'll look a bit different to him, Dalton.
You're right.
Yeah.
She is there, pretty much, okay?
Okay, well...
I'm just changing the image over.
Okay.
Whoa, darling, you changed your cheek plates? That's looking nice. Looking real, that's real beautiful, honestly. That craftsmanship, my goodness. It brings out your eyes.
Darla chuckles a bit.
Yeah, it looks like whoever did your armor did a real good job. They should teach us to be blacksmiths, he says jokingly. But also kind of serious. A deep determination burning inside.
Yes. Why, hello there.
Yeah.
Is you telling me that he actually wants to be a blacksmith?
I mean, he definitely... Let's put it this way. Nikolai is a jack of many trades. He likes to do a little of everything. He is more than willing to try it.
He's one of those Monster Mazume types.
I don't know what a Monster
He will
Mazume
not
is.
be a jack of all trades. He will be a master of all.
Oh my
One of those
goodness.
interspecies reviewers.
As you can see, I like to say that slime folk are possibly some of the best fucks you can ever have.
Sweet Jesus.
Don't make me go there. I can go into detail. Definitely a woman's friend. All slimes. Anyway. So, Darla and Slime Shady, as you guys enter in here, and Darla just fucking glowing. She still has her helmet. Her helmet is, to her side. She might have a hold of it, or she might put it back on, depending on how she feels. But, yeah, she's...
We will currently just have it to our side.
Okay. It just kind of floats right by you, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, you live inside of armor. What do you expect? Anyway.
You know, your armor's been real. You did really good to it. But did you do something with your wisp hair, or I don't know, wisp shadow shame? What did you do with it? It looks nice.
I will say this. Since the blacksmith did fix up Darla, Yeah, it would affect her actual soul too, because her soul is bound to the armor. So she might actually just, yeah, like, she's actually kind of glowing, you know? It's almost like getting her hair brushed, you know? Pretty cool shit.
Dang, that's classy.
Double disadvantage to stealth.
Yes, Eli?
Huh?
Did you say something?
I just said radiant.
Oh, yeah, radiant is a good way to put it. Nikolai will, as he's carrying Naya still, he'll go, "Here you guys go, here's the key." He'll kind of paw you over a key. For you guys, there's a room. I think we'll stay in a room and you guys get a room, and I think Haru took Xana to a room. Is that good, Lonnie?
That is horrible.
You can stay. I mean, let's see. There's 3 here. It would be. I guess you 3 can stay in a room. He points to you 3. Or do you want to stay with us? It'd be 4. I mean, I'm kind of tiny, so I guess it don't matter.
With Nikolai and Maya because I have respect.
Wait, so Lonnie, you're going with these? All right. Okay, that means you 2. Oh, where did Darla? Oh, Darla's gone.
Completely gone.
Where did she go? Oh, you made another. Okay, cool.
Oh, there's the weird size again.
Yeah.
Hang on. I really wish you would just tell me if you want me to. There you go. Yeah. Runihara, you see that Darla has a glow up completely. Armor fixed. Scarf fixed. You know, just looks absolutely amazing. Butters. Slime Shady also looks like he's thick with armor. Butters got disconnected.
No, I have not, people.
Oh, okay. You put F, so. Oh, wait. You meant for the blood type. Sorry.
Yes. Indeed.
Sorry, Lonnie.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right. I guess we'll all go to the rooms then. Zolly, what are you doing before y'all head up?
I want to talk to the short stack.
Oh. Yes.
Chief, I got some requests for you.
Chief?
With the money that I got you, could you spend some of that on getting the nice dragon ladies and the dwarf over there a nice drink? They look like they deserve one, and we should be back to talk to them later.
That could be arranged.
Oh, thank you, Chief. You're a doll.
Think you can handle that, Tomo? She'll look at the giant jugs and you'll be like, "Yeah, I can handle it." And she'll walk over. You see this massive kegger here? She just picks it up with one arm.
Girl, how much you bench? Damn.
She once punched a dwarf straight through the fucking roof. It's the funniest shit I ever seen.
Why she punched him through the roof? What'd he do?
Oh, he's complaining about being bold.
Oh.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Gorp, gorp. That's the noise he made. Gorp.
Fuck.
All right.
That was in another time in another universe.
Meanwhile, up in the actual area. So the upstairs. Let's see here.
Oh fuck! This place is kind of sexy.
Yeah. See,
Which room is ours?
I am currently working on that because I got to throw everybody back out. I thought I had everybody ready.
Comfortable.
I
I finally remembered the name of that song I wanted to listen to.
Video nap.
Yeah. I mean, you guys probably wouldn't like it because it's Game Boy music, but it makes me happy when I hear it.
Game Boy music?
Game
Send me
Boy.
that right now.
Because you said the place was bustling, so that's the music that makes me think of bustling.
Beautiful.
What does it sound like?
Definitely.
Yo, you can totally put that on too if you want. Hell, I'm okay.
I don't know how to do it.
Butter, no. Butter, cause butter dog. Butter dog.
Butter, please.
Yeah.
I'm busy pondering my motherfucking orb. I need your help.
Let's see here. Let me throw these guys out.
Don't you worry. Keep pondering your orb. I got this.
I love pondering my orb.
All right.
I wonder, did I send you a picture of the orb being part of? Alex,
If you, I hope that you send me more of them, though. I can never get enough of them. I don't think you have yet.
no, I didn't. No, I can't believe I could have swore I sent you this.
Okay, she's
There you
not
go.
she's not actually up here, so ignore her. I just have her up here
Oh
for when
God,
she
I
needs to be
love
up here.
that.
I did find another one recently.
All right, guys. Hang on. Where's Nikolai? Ah, shit, Nikolai. Where are you, buddy? There you are. All right. As you guys come upstairs, you'll see. Where's Eli at? Fuck. Eli. Oh, he's
Oh, yeah.
AFK. Can you drop your character with Haru and the Burb? That is the room you guys are. Yeah, that's the room you guys are sharing right there.
I love this. Oh shit, I'm saving that one. Thank you, Dalton.
All right. So, Xander, what have you been talking to Haru about while you've? Because I mean, other than the robot, that's all she's been listening to. Like she's just been calmly nodding her head. You know, it's like yes, okay.
Like, whoa, robot.
Number 15.
I am deeply concerned with your health.
I'm perfectly fine.
I mean, I would hope so. You're a skeleton.
Yes.
Huh, he admitted it. I didn't expect him to do it, but he did.
All right.
Thinking the same thing.
And as you guys get up here,
Oh shit, we were actually were.
as you guys get up here, Darla, the key that was given to you says room 3.
Room 3.
Actually, I meant room 4. Excuse me, room 4. They're in room 3. Excuse me.
Okay.
Yours says room 4, which is right here.
Oh, okay.
The other one says room 5, which is right here. I mean, room 2, excuse me. Fuck. I'll get it right here in a minute, guys. Got room 2 here. Which Nikolai will start. She's a lot heavier. And she looks, and he's gonna flop on the bed. Bleh. He'll crawl up there. And he will get Naya out of the bag. And he will lay her on and put a pillow behind her bed. Or her head.
Honestly, Nikolai, I think we should all just call it this night and just take the bed, dude.
Okay, I'm okay with that. He will. He passes out. And Naya's also there. Runihara, as you approach room 2, you see Naya on this side, kind of her head soft on a pillow. You see Zali and Nikolai both passed the fuck out.
Oh my goodness.
Naya's also passed out, but she's been heavily wounded also. So
Okay.
yeah, you
Well.
see all of them just asleep. And
Wait, I'm technically in this room, correct?
yep, you're in this room with them.
Okay. So I just grab a pillow out, put my head on this little stool.
Okay,
There,
okay.
And then I just slowly walk my body to the chair and sit in the chair.
Okay.
Jesus, that's terrifying.
Butters, you
I don't ever tell you that that's fucking creepy.
you would be over here, my dude. Unless you're just wanting to come in there with them.
I don't know, man.
You don't know.
Yo, about to go crash
I
your
don't know.
party.
Wait, how did I add
I don't
another
really
character,
care.
by the way?
Do what?
Is it possible to add another token for myself?
Yeah, if you want one.
I want a head token.
Okay, if you want to send it to me real quick.
Okay, give me a second.
And I can give you...
no.
I can...
Oh fuck! It's time. God, that's my favorite one.
He just in while I was. Oh,
So, Butters, as you come
Oh,
to the room
God.
that Darla was given the key to, you'll see there's a bed, there's a stool.
that's my favorite.
Oh my god, a stool. Anyway.
A stool, anyway.
A stool.
Can't believe it, there's a stool there. You believe this?
I know, right? It's amazing.
To be fair, you two look like your brothers in arms at this point, because like y'all are wearing very similar armor.
I mean, that's not surprising. They did order the same armor, technically.
Pretty much. I mean, and this is the essentially your armor kind of looks like that armor that she's wearing, but for a more neutral, slimy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the armor of this town, which is a
we gotta stop pondering the orb, okay?
which is kind of a blue gray look anyway.
Oh no, the orb.
Oh my god, the orb. All right then. I believe at this point you guys are gonna rest, correct?
Darla is pretty much gonna be looking all over her body the entire time.
Oh wait, Ren.
Mm-hmm.
Is this where I do the thing?
Do what thing?
Thing with the bottle. Potion.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
Okay.
bottle. Beautiful.
Are you?
As always.
So is Runihara pulling out the Dreamer potion?
Yeah, I wait till the others are asleep though.
Oh, okay.
Darla does not require sleep.
Well, not you. I mean mainly. This
Neither of us
this
require
one
sleep.
here.
Well,
This one here needs to be asleep beforehand.
well, I mean, they're kind of tired. I mean, I can't speak for Zollypoddle, but I imagine he is. After the amount of psionic energy he spent the previous day, he's probably still very exhausted.
All three of us are definitely like we're out spooning on.
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, I'll like to use it.
All right. And thus, Darla, you're checking your body. You're fucking glow up, which is amazing. I'm so happy you like that, and I didn't do a bad job.
Love it.
Yeah, this also means you have another reference for when you actually send to get your art done. Anyway.
Is that why you asked about the ponytail thing?
Yep, I needed to know to be sure.
Oh, excuse me.
But, okay. So, as night falls, and everybody goes to sleep, Runihara, you start to float away. And I didn't have time to fucking get art done for you. Also, because I didn't know what your character looked like, because I couldn't remember.
It's okay.
It's okay. She says it's okay, but I am over here like, haha. So, 1 second, because this requires a music change. Butters.
That's what I was looking for, but I got you.
I need you.
Passed it.
I need you to put this on for me, if you don't mind. And Lonnie, just be prepared to drop your token when I get it ready.
Yeah.
So I just need Butters, Poggers. Right.
Holy fuck.
Lonnie, please drop your... There you go. Rooney, as you fall into a deep slumber, you feel like you're floating. And floating, and floating. And as you go to pick up your body, you feel, for the first time in a long time even, as if hair brushes across the back of your head, back of your neck. And as you look down, you'll notice that you're moving your arms out of your own free will as one. A whole body, not your Doulahan body. Yourself. You're one. And as you kind of float in this space, you will see pretty much a really big man looking down upon you. Big man.
Jeez.
He is enormous. Pretty much, you see how his outfit kind of looks like? It's pretty much how the background here looks like.
Okay, okay.
It's kind of how his outfit works. And he looks at you. And he simply goes, "Well, you're not dead. So why are you here?"
I simply took part of the bottle.
Drinking's not the answer. He says jokingly. In all honesty, though, as he takes a step forward, and as he does, he becomes your size.
Oh.
Welcome. Oh, I can do more than shrink. That much I can assure you. He will reach into his pockets, and he will pull out 5 bullets. They look like bullets anyway. And go, huh. You may not be dead, but you have died before. Interesting.
And how would you know that?
I am the Great Dreamer.
The Great Dreamer.
You wouldn't know of me, and I don't expect you to. For once you leave here, you will forget everything that's, well, been talked about. But since you are not dead and you have partaked of this bottle, he kind of raises an eyebrow, I will do you a favor, as there's only ever been 2 others who have come to this plane and left with their memories. And since you aren't dead, I cannot punish you for the sins you have committed. See, this is where everybody comes. When you sleep, when you die, and you are judged for it. But you've come here through another means. I will answer you 3 questions. Anything you wish to know, I will answer. However, you may only take 1 back to the waking realm. This conversations and everything else you will forget ever happened.
Why is this pressure put on me?
Phases out
You
his
drunk the
existence.
potion.
You did
The
drink
one
the
person who
potion.
hasn't been here for almost like 2 sessions, and I have to ask the questions. Oh.
These could be
Indeed.
personal questions, Lonnie. This is what does
true.
Rooney Hara want to know?
Great question. Great point.
And as you'll see, he kind of sits down and he pulls out a pack that almost looks like cigarettes, and he just starts smoking. And as he smokes, you see, like, it's almost like the smoke is the galaxy itself.
Oh fuck.
But does he pull out an orb?
I take him for a cigar, man.
He's a cigarette
Okay.
man.
So I can ask 3 questions, but only one of them I can take back with me. One of the answers.
Yep, and everything that happens here, the only things you will remember is that 1, you have talked to the Great Dreamer, or something known as the Great Dreamer. And 2, the question and answer you have asked. The 1. The other ones, your character will forget. You may get the answer as a character. Everybody else won't know about this.
All
The
right.
only thing they'll know is the question/answer you ask for specifically. He will answer you anything. And there's no monkey.
What's
There.
square root of pi?
3.14765. Anyway,
You failed.
3.1415926587.
What is the final digit of pi?
there is none. Anyway. But, yeah, Lonnie.
Actually, 7.
So, for everyone to know, the Dreamer, or the Great Dreamer, is pretty much, he is what Vivi's character, E, is. He is an entity. Essentially, how my universe works is there are gods, but there are things above gods. There are entities, and there is eldritch horrors.
Oh.
Entities, which consist of 5, exist. Eldritch horrors, which consist of several, thousands to hundreds, even, are way more, and absolutely hate the entities. Because they are abnormal, and the entities seek to create, not destroy. And the Great Dreamer and the cosmetic/astral traveler are the ones that created the other three entities. Essentially, he's like the father of the universe.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, here, I'll even throw this in there. Because you'll forget this anyway, so it won't matter.
Right.
As you're standing there, you will see several other faces appear.
And one of them is Zollypod.
One of them was
Oh my
Zolly.
God.
You get to see
Fucking gorgeous.
Zolly's dirty fucking dream. Anyway, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I'm joking. I'm
Waters
joking.
unclean.
Zolly's having a nightmare. The water surrounds him. He's drowning in dirty, nasty, gunky water. Anyway,
Oh, God.
it's everywhere. No. You'll see almost like reflections off of a pool of water. You will see faces. One of the faces, you recognize. It looks a lot like Nikolai. As a matter of fact, you're certain, as you look closer and closer, it is Nikolai. And as the puddles, kind of like the space behind here, like puddles reflect, you see another man with spiky hair. He has a two-pointed tail with a very unique sword.
Excuse me.
And
Two-pointed tail. It's very unique
yeah,
sword.
it's kind of like a bit of fluff tuff on the end of the tail. You'll see another man wearing a mask with a deep scar across his throat. And he is silent. He does not speak, as the others have. And then the final one. You will see the face crossed out with burned marks into it, severing the connection altogether. And as the ripples fade, he once again focuses back to you. So, what are your questions?
That is a great point. What are my questions?
No, this isn't a monkey's paw. He jokes as he takes another puff on the cigarette and blows out smoke.
What? Oh god, I don't know how to ask this. Because you haven't told us anything about Nikolai's past, correct? Like, our characters.
All that Zolly, Puddle, and the rest of the group know is that he was pretty much beaten the fuck out of, left for dead by his previous master, aka partner. And that he is part of a cult. As from what Zolly knows. Or not Zolly, but what Nikolai has informed everybody.
Respected my fucking boy.
Yeah, like they
I did
found...
not know about the cult part.
Yeah, he is
I
part...
didn't know that either.
Yeah,
So
did you guys
I
forget?
remember it now.
He told you the Great Wiggles.
Do what? Sorry.
Yeah, the Wiggles. But I suppose, Runihara, you wouldn't also know that, so...
True. Well, I was gonna ask a question. Like, my first question, I was gonna ask more about him. Like, something that we wouldn't know.
He will ponder. He will look at you.
People
You
ponder
wish
his origin.
you wish to know more about Nikolai. Is this your
Yes.
question? Very well.
That's my first question.
As the pools start to reflect upon him, he is a form of me. A reflection, if you will, a part of my soul. We as entities cannot live normal lives, so we break off parts of ourselves and send out throughout the world. I normally try not to intrude upon my reflective's soul, but he has been abandoned, betrayed by someone who he respected deeply, thought was a friend, a mentor, a comrade at arms, fighting monsters and protecting those who he assumed were weaker. But a mad cult has sprung loose, and ultimately, he's just a carefree soul, wishing to make friends and wishing the best out of others. Unless there's any details, I don't really know what else to tell you.
Oh no, that's good.
I mean, other than that, he is actually a part of this guy. So,
Oh.
yeah. Which was the reflections that I was mentioning.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, the first one was Nikolai. The second one was a spiky-haired individual with a floofed tail. The other one was a masked individual with a deep scar across his neck who couldn't talk, it seemed. And the last one was a horned individual with, like, his face was crossed out as if he's been severed from the rest of the lineage. So in other words, he's implying that is a part of him, but also he's, out of respect, he's trying not to dig too much deep into
it.
Yeah, because that's a part of him, and he wants it to live a normal life.
Oh. Okay, Randy, you're gonna have fun with this one.
All right.
Second question.
All right. Bet.
Rooney looks at you with a saddened face and asks you a simple question. Has that murderer gone away after generations now? Has his bloodline been cleared?
To whom do you refer?
The person that people that actually did the murder, because I was accused for it.
Ah!
Mhm.
God, I'm so happy I actually wrote this right. Doesn't even have to look at notes because I didn't actually write notes, but I did have it prepared.
Hell yeah.
He will look at you and simply shake his head. No.
No. He's alive? He's still around? His family, his generations?
Definitely. He will continue to ask your question. As a matter of fact, he lives to this day, causing chaos and mayhem to all of those in y'all's realm. And as far as even going to my daughter's realm and causing more chaos there. For Dimros is not even safe.
I see.
But I assure you, he is slowly going mad. But he is not the only reason you are the way you are.
What other reason is there?
You don't remember being a Dullahan your whole life, do you?
Of course I don't. But I don't know where I started from.
Then I will give this as a 2 for 1, I suppose. There is 3 people involved in your murder, and the murder of all those around. Why you were brought here in the first place, and why you left before I. He looks down at the bullets. We're able to properly punish those, or even your own sins involved.
Okay, so I've already said 2 questions, right?
Yep.
Okay. I guess my third question would be who are they? What are their names?
Poggers!
Hell yeah.
Now grant my wish, genie.
Now grant my wish for vengeance. Elmo holds up his hands.
I want blood. Blood for the blood gods.
Blood for the blood god.
Blood god.
Blood for the blood gods.
Yes, blood for the
Go.
blood gods.
Commit a crime.
Yes.
Poggers.
Look,
Wait,
I
I
did not
like
know
the photo
Dulan for
now.
nothing. I'm about to kill him.
Do what, Eli?
I'm sending a photo.
I'm having to look.
Oh my god, I love that. What the hell?
He said, "Let's go." Mind you, let the man vibe. Damn.
So
Not me.
one of them I don't have drawn out, just for a heads up.
Okay.
One of them I have drawn, and I'm pretty sure I might actually... Ah! Had everything just fall on me at once. Anyway, pretty sure I have one of them in here. Maybe. If I don't, I'll have to go find it real quick. Pretty sure I do. Anyway, okay, I haven't added it to Roll20 yet, huh? Okay, let me grab that one, because I'm pretty sure I've already added it here. Yeah. Where's my thing? Take that over here. Throw this back up here. Boop, boop. Let's see. Let me look through here and see what I can find. Did it. Wasting time. Ah. Yeah, I do actually have it. Wow. That is... Boop. Oh, that didn't work. He will show you an image in the reflections. And he will give you the name of this individual. Okay, so I have 2 of their pictures done. While, one of the others, I'll have to get onto. But he will I'll start with the one that I don't have the picture of. The first one he will tell you is Malcolm Price. A scientist. Malcolm Price. A scientist who believes that his sciences can, well, trump over magic.
Okay.
He will implore you that he also has a really stupid voice. And he finds it obnoxious.
Gotcha.
Right, let me find the other asshole. Our favorite asshole. Where's our asshole? Where is my asshole? I can't find it.
Where is your asshole?
Where is my anal cavity? I just cannot find it. Someone help.
Preferably not me.
Dalton. Morty, I need you to come in here real fast, Morty.
Daddy doll.
No, I am not.
Morty, I need you to stick your finger up my ass. Morty, I'm sorry.
I got you, Uncle Rick.
Grandpa
What
Rick.
was this for again? I don't remember.
God darn it. I literally used him the last time we played, and I cannot find him. God darn it. It's so aggravating. Because I gotta be careful about which picture I throw out.
Starts throwing everything out. Now guess who's who.
Now guess which one is which. There we go. It literally says his name right there. I don't know how I couldn't notice it. Alright.
Oh, it's this guy.
Runihara, you see a 4-armed, plated in armor man. Elven in nature. And for the first time, his full name gets to be removed. Tragic shown to her, anyway. Tragic LaRose.
I thought it was redacted.
The king... Tragic redacted. Anyway, Tragic LaRose, the king of the current continent that you guys are in. The Elven King, who slaughtered his family, brainwashed his citizens, and is currently slowly taking over the whole plane. It has been for several millennia now, trying to find the secrets to get back into the Feywild and take it for his own. And then, of course, the final one, and you will see that the Dreamer will point out she didn't have a major role, but she was a wizard. You will see this lady. And as you see the image reflect, you see, he will tell you, her name is her name is Dumara. She is a wizard who, ironically, he looks at you kind of with a serious face. It's one of the reasons you have some of your sins. As he points out to the bullets.
Wait. So you're telling me a wizard Doulahan
Mm.
was part of the reason I became a Dualahan.
No, I can't. The plot twist.
Shut up.
What was that perfect timing?
That was
As-
behind me when I said that.
That was so beautiful. So, he will once again look down at the bullets and show them to
I'm
you
already in the game, Junior.
and say,
You
No.
can't.
you
Get out.
turned her into a Dualahan.
Oh.
Anyway, just shoot the kid.
However, she played a part in all of this, though a lesser part. But she holds the answers you seek. For she did not wish for this to happen to anyone, including you. However, the Dualahan blood runs within you now, and cannot be prevented.
I see.
You ripped out her spine from her head.
Christ, I ripped out her spine from her head?
Yes. The spine whip that you have is
Oh,
her
no.
spine.
It's her spine? No, wait.
Yes.
I didn't realize that's where I got the spine whip from. Whoops.
Kind of based.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't know because you were in a blood fury when it happened.
Oh my
Your
god.
tra-
That's
your
where I got
trans-
my whip from.
Your transformation was something not planned, but also planned by the two other individual. She was one of the actual ones who tried to prevent it from going further, and tried to actually, well, in a sense, save at least you. The rest of your village, she didn't give a shit about.
Cue dramatic piano music.
But I mean, but you as a character don't know that either because she, as he mentioned, she did try to save you. And in that time of trying to save you, after your transformation and after your spine was removed, you did the same to her in an instant. And her being just, well, really weak relatively, you just fucking snapped her like a twig. She ironically kept her memories because, well, she is a very powerful witch. Let's put it at that.
Well, hell.
Based.
Yep. There you
Yes,
go.
She is a powerful bitch.
Alright, and that was your final question, correct?
Yes.
Oh my god, that face. Holy fuck. That threw me off. He holds out the bullets. And he says, "Do you want these? They belong to you after all."
Yes, I want them.
Very well. He will walk back. You will see him
Come
reach.
into your head.
You will see him reach into his pocket, and he will pull out a revolver.
Oh, fuck.
He loads them. All 5. These are 5 of your sins. 5
So-
of your memories.
Okay,
This-
so now I have a
Play a little
revolver
game of
where
Left
5 of the
Behind.
bullets are my sins and 5 of the bullets
He pulled out a revolver and loaded it with the 5
Oh.
bullets.
You're about to get
So-
shot, plain and simple.
He holds it out. He says, "What memory, before I commence with this, would you like to keep?"
I would like to keep the names of my killers.
Very well. And all the other questions you asked him before are gone. You don't even remember what you asked him. You just remember the names. And now, before you fall back from the astral plane itself, he shoots you with all 5 bullets. And what are your sins? Well, you did kill the witch lady who was trying to help you. Let's see, some are very stupid basic sins. You know, basic kid sins that you might have done.
Right.
But the 2 big ones was pretty much slaughtering the person who tried to help you
Oh.
in your time of need. And the other 4 I guess about 3 of the others are just basic, maybe childish sins that you might have done as a kid.
And what was the other big one?
That was it. You had 2. Oh, I guess I did say 2, didn't I?
2, yeah.
You're the one who let them into your house.
Fuck.
I mean, you were a stupid kid. It's not like you knew any better. Even though your family implored you to stay out of it and not to engage.
You're not supposed to talk to strangers.
And he will wish you safe travels. As you fall, you fall, you fall. Your head now growing separate from your body. You wake up. And you can change the music back over, Butters. You wake up the next morning.
No, you keep going.
Rinihara wakes up, and you hear a loud slam from the desk area because she just pulls her arms up and just slams them down.
I hope that was a fine reveal for what the Dreamer Potion actually does.
God, that's just
What about everybody else? How's everybody holding up? And did I bore everybody to death?
No, I learned some shit, but I actually can't remember that shit.
You,
I wasn't there to hear it.
the only thing Runihara remembers is the 5 sins she committed, 3 of them being childish, 2 of them being kind of plot relevant to her. Keep in mind, when you die, you go there, and he will reach in his pocket, and whatever sins you've committed throughout your life, he will shoot them back into you. And normally you would suffer forever, but now those have been given back to Runihara. And since you actually took the sins back, Rooney, you get 1 inspiration. I'm actually proud that you did that.
Yay!
Because I didn't expect you to do that. So, I expected you to go, nah. Because right now you're in agonizing pain. It feels like you have the worst stomach cramps ever.
Oh no, that's why I slammed my hands into that.
Yeah.
I figured I was a lot of pain for that.
But it is currently the next morning. Naya's still passed out, healing.
I want to just stay passed out for a bit more with Nikolai and Naya.
Nikolai kind of starts,
Don't worry about it, buddy. You're good.
Feel like somebody was touching my brain hole.
My brain hole. Oh my god.
I wouldn't trust them.
Yeah, I want to keep that in mind. You also don't remember that he's part of him.
Part of what?
Oh, that's right. I don't remember that.
You fool!
Yeah, he's part of our group. We gotta go kill his cult group.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I don't remember it. You're right.
He looks down at... Nikolai looks over at your head, kind of slumped over Zalipottle's arms. And he just kind of goes, "You okay, Rooney?"
You just kind of... Rooney, like, her... You actually see her probably tear up. She doesn't cry, but you see she's probably teared up from frustration.
Oh, shit. That sounds like a bad nightmare.
And the head just begins to slowly, like, wobble in the chair. Just wobbles.
Uh-oh. Like, are you about to fall out of the chair?
No. Just something. It's just something she does when she's annoyed. She just wobbles.
Oh, okay. I get you. Kind of a little wobble back and forth.
I would, in my happy state, I would like to use Mage Hand and gently pet the head, because I can hear it wobbling.
Aw. Possibly, Rooney, for the first time ever, maybe a tired act of kindness from Zollypottle. He mage hands and patched the top of your head. Not out of rudeness, but out of comfort and niceness? Looks at Alex.
I don't know, he's tired. He's just petting the thing. He heard pain, he suffered. He must care. He has to care about the pain.
Alright. It is the next morning. Unless you guys just want to wrap it up here. Darla's got grave stuff she can do.
My brain's cooked. I don't know what else we do. The fuck just reappeared.
Darla wakes up and just starts training with her Echo. Tomo comes out of her room and sees this. It's just kind of like, alright, just don't break the
Just
floors.
look at her.
The,
Kind of wave.
Goodbye. She will walk back downstairs to prepare the day. All right.
Dollar and Hoeko attach each other to each other and start descending into a helicopter.
Oh my god.
I would also like to say that Zallypuddle did whistle a little tune while he was in his sleepy state.
Alright. Haru wakes, opens her eyes and pokes Xander. Poke, poke.
No.
Come on.
Yes.
You've slept You've slept long enough. Your insanity is maddening. I cannot stand idly by. Please wake up.
Well, then stand
Fine.
passively by.
Very well.
She will flop on top of you. And she will big spoon you.
Damn.
She's big spooning you right now.
Will you get up now?
Okay.
Good. There's work to be done, after all.
Lonnie.
I just
Oh.
want to stop and say, I just got perfect skill check.
God damn it.
That's a dub.
Fucking Vivi.
Rin, I sent you my head.
Okay, so that's what her head looks like.
Yeah.
Alright, I will do this real quick. Doop, 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 doop. Eh.
Some context for Lonnie of what I'm doing.
Huh?
I am. My subclass is Echo Knight, so I'm able to make a second version that's more transparent version of myself.
Oh, that's
Osmosis.
The power of the big thing.
And basically, I can attack from that spot as well as teleport to that instead, and have a attack of opportunity.
Okay, let me do this. Let me... Boop. Controlled by... Lonnie.
Nay.
Save settings. There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
That's what I need to ask.
Yeah, what's up?
If Herobrine isn't real, how come my dad died from a Herobrine overdose?
Oh my god.
Alright. Haru will come around, check on Slime Shady.
Are you up yet?
Not quite.
Get prepared. I imagine we have a long day.
She will walk out and she will come check on these individuals.
That wasn't very ominous or anything.
You just see my body just slowly pacing back and forth. Just upset.
Is there a problem?
Of course there's a problem.
What do you mean?
I'll explain to y'all at breakfast, I guess.
At the sign of breakfast, you see Nikolai jump out of the bed on all fours. I had breakfast! We're getting food! He'll kind of start pawing Zollypoddle's face. Come on! Come on! Zollypoddle, you feel soft beans pressing against your face. It's actually very comfortable.
Oh, buddy. No, I didn't. No, it wasn't my fault. I'm sorry.
Nothing's your fault! Come on!
It hit my. Oh,
Let's go!
I didn't know the door frame was that low. It hit my head. I'm sorry. Wait, what?
Wait, it's breakfast time! Plus, Naya needs a rest, and I don't think we really need to, bother her right now.
Probably. We should go cook. So we should probably go get her some food.
Oh god, my body's just leaving
Yeah.
me now.
Uh-oh.
Come back. Come back.
The body just slams. Poof, Haru flies back. Ah!
Like the screen
Wait, you
froze
left
with me, and
without
my
your
body,
head?
I just noticed was outside the room. I was like, wait.
Body just kept going.
Did you actually leave without your head? Is that like a thing?
Do what?
Did you actually walk out without your head?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, the body just walked out on its own.
Because then I would in my half-woke state, if you're right there, I would have grabbed your head and presented it to you. Here you go.
Oh god.
Just check it.
She will come back
Yes.
into her own room.
Xander, get up.
But like I'm holding it, like giving it to you by like squishing your like cheeks, like really like pressing them, and it's like. Here you go.
Xander, are you still not getting up?
Oh god.
Oh no,
God.
he's dead.
I just grabbed my
Guys, I
head.
think we lost him.
I grabbed my head and we did this.
Oh no,
Hey.
the skeleton died.
Slam Shady.
Is he still not up?
Dress and spaghetti,
Walk
Mr.
over here real
Skelly.
quick.
Preferably not. I will handle it.
You see her pick him up with one arm
Right here.
over her shoulder, and she just carries him out.
Come play with us.
Oh
Slam
god,
Shady.
no.
Forever and ever.
Not this, no,
Wait,
not again.
Rin,
Mm-hmm.
Not again.
is it possible I can make my head icon smaller?
This is as small as I can make it.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately it only goes as small as the cubes. There's probably a way I can make it smaller, but
me
I
see if I can-
don't really know how.
Let's see, roll 20.
Let me see real quick.
Come play with us, brother. Forever and ever. Come back.
Let's see.
Gonna hide under the stool.
It's time to wake up, darling.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
I don't really know how to make you any bigger or smaller.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it not just holding Alt to make it smaller? Or does it just only snaps to grid?
Alt to make it smaller.
Yeah.
I don't think Alt makes
just
it
takes
makes
it
it
off the
smaller.
grid.
Yeah, it just takes you off the grid.
Oh. Okay.
Darla is pretty much skipping out on breakfast and heading to the graveyard.
All right, and I'm just gonna go ahead and drag you two along because he's gonna keep pawing you until you wake up, Alex. He's a reluctant little bastard he is.
Is she gone? Can I leave? Am I free?
What?
It was just for a bit, Butters.
Alright. So, you guys come down. It's the next day. Let's see here. Let me throw this back out for you.
Oh god.
Whoop. Whoop. Your head
No.
gets way bigger. Wow.
Ah, yes,
There
the
you
big
I
go.
can't control my head. Help.
You should be able to now.
Okay, now I can. Yay.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright, and you guys are all down here now. And since you're all together, big breakfast meal. Oh shit. Big breakfast table. Woohoo. You'll see the dwarven man has moved to a chair, and you'll see that these two have now taken this area over here. Right. Imagine you guys are all sloughing over breakfast, so
Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Frick.
Where do my characters go?
right here.
right down
They
here.
are not there. They're not visible from me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Reload the page.
They just try to disappear.
You not see
Reload
him?
Eli.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh
Don't
shit.
forget your mushroom, Eli.
Already did that. Here we go.
Yeah, as long as he's got it written down that he's done it, I'll believe him.
Okay.
Zali, are you the main guy ordering the food?
Alright, well, I'm ordering. I'm still half drunk.
Yeah. Somehow it seems you've drawn the short straw and you're just over there ordering. Darla has
Where'd I?
currently left.
Yeah. Listen. What's you got for breakfast today, Chief?
Let's see. We've got eggs, bacon. He looks over. He'll pull out a giant cheese wheel. Cheese. He'll pull out.
Like bacon.
Oh, I've got.
I'll take
Eh,
bacon.
he'll pull out more bacon. How much bacon you want?
Can you give me about the weight of a horse?
Okay, you see him pull out this giant leg,
Oh my god, yes.
and he just starts
Leg.
cutting. You see him actually start cooking a bunch of bacon. Some ham, like some of it turns into ham, some of it he turns into like pork loins, here and there, some pork chops. He pulls out.
This man's a conjurer. He just conjures the bacon into a horse shape.
You see him cut up some bread loaves. He gets some buttered, like toasted bread and stuff like that. And he will call Tomo over. Tomo come over and she'll start picking it up. She will start bringing it to the table for you guys. You better run over there because you probably already know where this is going. Hungry people take the food. She starts setting the table. With ease. This woman is strong.
I should put my body over here.
You just lay your head on the table.
And also, what you got that's really good food for when somebody's waking up after getting knocked unconscious?
Let's see. He will reach under the cabinet, and you will see him pull out a bag. He'll put 2 berries on the table. He'll look at you and say, "Got some good berries." I'm so sorry, Alex. You got some good berries.
Sir, my friend is in peril.
Yes, and these are good berries. Do you know what a good berry does?
No, I don't.
Mm.
Is this some sort of, like, hippie shit? I only know the ways of science and engineering, my friend. I'm sorry.
He will audibly blink. Okay. He will put the good berries back up. See, not your cup of tea. And speaking of which,
I just want to get her like a really nice meal because she was a really good person. She helped me out, and she got really fucked up, and I feel bad, and I just want to give her something really nice to make up for the fact that I'm a fuck up, and I don't have time for this. Could you please give me nice food?
are you talking about the small goblin fellow you brought in? The little green?
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
I can have something made and brought up to her, if you want. And I promise he will look at you and kind of lean in real close, very intimidatingly. He'll give you he'll give you a sly wink. Understandable, lad. No worries. She's in the best capable hands here.
That's good. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Also, where do you get your water?
He'll look at you, raise an eyebrow, and say, "The well?"
You know there's a magic man that jumps in that well, right? You sure it's clean?
I assure you that well's clean. He knows better. He looks over dramatically. Like for some reason, wind starts to blow. His boggin blows in the wind. And he goes, "He knows what happened last time."
You just see the cobalt outside the window.
He knows better.
What happened this day?
Oh god, what is she barking
Never
at?
mind, I don't want to know.
You see, it caused Brownie to go crazy. Anyway. She just barking to bark, Dalton, or is somebody here? Okay, I think he let her out. Anyway, he will look at you and say, well, we don't like to talk about it, but the crazy bastard got knocked upside the head by these elven pricks and a couple of weeks back, and damn well started shitting everywhere.
Oh
Damn oath fell into the well. However, we done fucked him up for it. Forced him to go down there and clean it. Get everything purified. You know how hard it is to purify wells these days. Especially when...
It requires one casting to purify food and water.
Yes, well, when you don't have a lot of casters and the only caster is shitting himself. Makes it a bit difficult. Either way, he knows better now. But he has definitely lost his mind. Yeah. Anyway, the dragon ladies wanted me to give you something.
What?
He pulls out a fucking giant mug and said for last night.
Oh. Wow. What's in it?
They said it would be a surprise.
Oh,
He gives you a shit-eating grin.
Oh no.
I gave him the same shit and grin back.
Your fucking snoot just kind of does a... I love that.
Like, I looked till I could lean my face to the side, like, give him that 3/4 profile, and said, "You little snark up."
Enjoy your meal.
Thank you.
Alright.
I'm gonna take my time over here and I'm gonna say, ladies, and can I just say, the scales are glistening gorgeously tonight. Honestly, really, just a beautiful morning starlight. I don't know what it is, honestly. Absolute treats. That's it.
Kind of smirkingly smile, giving you toothy half dragonborn grins. You would notice that this one has purple scales, and this one has white scales.
So they look like they can kick my ass.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, that's not Zallypoddle's type. It is mine, though, but that's out of the question.
And your party is currently down here, aside from Darla, who has left. Which I should probably get to, right, Dalton?
If you want,
Okay.
you can take the problem.
Okay. Alright, Zali, are you going to approach the table and sit with your party?
Yes. But first, once I get at my table... Also, why is your head at the chair, but your body's elsewhere?
My head should be at the table.
It's on the chair.
Here, just...
I'll look.
I got you
That makes more sense.
I got you covered. You're upside...
Not anymore.
You're upside down! This is so aggravating.
longer.
Anyway.
There is no logic in this place.
Wow.
I am going to hell.
Fix this here.
That is a definite.
And do it like this.
Number 15.
There you go.
Burger King, but Bettis.
There you go, Lonnie.
Oh, heck
Bought
yeah.
Finger Burger being burger. It's bung buddies but bungus. But Baz bits burnt about. Baz beans butts boots beds.
Haru looks over at you and...
What the fuck are you talking about?
Nothing hard, dear. Your hair looks very nice.
What? Okay.
Raises an eyebrow.
Anyways, I'm gonna chuck this now, and I just keep down it.
As you chug it, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Christ.
Oh dear God. Let's
Well,
see.
good luck.
Dab, 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 dab.
Why are you
Dab,
dabbing?
dab,
You
dab.
just started.
Dab, dab, dab.
Sally,
Da, da, da,
So
da,
low,
dab.
what's I thinking?
Dab, da, dab, da, dab.
Ren,
This
Oh,
man
take
is
over my
bad.
character. I have to go.
I didn't.
Okay. Yeah, that's fire. I'm gonna... you succeed your Constitution saving throw as, frost shoots out from your snoot. Everywhere.
Wow.
Just up the wall.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Good night, honey. Sweet dreams. Have a wonderful night. Hugs and kisses. Dabs.
I was still a little too late on that. I was being chased by the killer.
We'll continue being chased.
Maybe you should be the killer.
I
I-
don't play as killer.
We're
Why
playing
not?
alone. Where's the killer?
They're too hard.
They are not hard. The game was just made to preference the players and not this killer, and it's sad and stinky.
Zalipoddle, as you look up, you'll see that...
So did you like the picture?
Is there a picture? Have I not seen it yet? Oh my God, that hits different. And we're just gonna click and save as. And... That's one of the picture.
Eli, do you want to see the picture I sent him?
So, you were saying, Ren, as I looked over.
As you looked up, after throwing pretty much frost everywhere, you see that poor Nikolai's just covered like a snowman.
Oh no!
Prostitute.
Nikolai.
Yo, that was pretty cool. How'd you do that?
I had some of this. I drank most of it, actually. There's a little bit left in there if you want some.
He kind of licks it and nothing happens. He's like, huh, weird.
Yeah, Chief, I don't know how well you can hold your liquor, but it's very impressive.
I don't know, maybe it's because I ain't got half of my stomach anymore.
You what?
Remember, you and y'all found him, he was gouged open.
Oh, fuck. I didn't know that he just lost part of his stomach.
Kinda, he's kinda... He's got a big scar there up under that shirt.
Poor little Babaglebush.
Alright. And if you did look at the bartender, he's giving you a thumbs up with a shit-eating grin again.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna, like, half-cocked, like... I don't know how... Did that alcohol affect me at all?
No, it was pretty mild, but it's some of the frost bit.
I'm gonna, like, slap my hand on this table and just be like, alright, ladies, lovelies, so, you have opened my eyes to a new possibility. Is it possible to drink both of those at the same time and have a chaotic reaction in the bloodstream?
You'll see this one kind of put her hands together and cover her mouth. She is very shy. While her friend here looks at you and is just like, I would not recommend that. However, it would be fucking hilarious to watch you try and drink it.
Well, how much would you pay if we all did it?
If we all did it, she eyes her friend and she's like blushing and shaking her head no. She wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it, but I'm not gonna back down from a challenge.
Alright, we can have a drinking competition with it together then. What do you say?
Very well then. Get some breakfast alcohol and morning beer. I'm down for it.
I got awarded for you though. I can't hold my liquor for shit, and I already started, so
then
it should be fun.
That's fine. I've already started myself. Third one in.
That's the spirit. Alright, lovelies. I'm gonna just hop over this table.
I'll be right back.
Alright, no.
Okay. I don't actually know if you know this does anything, and I don't care. Can we please get 2 rounds of both a frost drink and the dragon's breath?
Oh, you want some frost dragon breath and some... dragon's breath. Okay. He smiles a toothy grin. Tomo! Yes? Go to the back and get me the ingredients. We're making a bubbly concoction today. Yes, sir. Goes back, gets them, brings them, makes them, lays them. There you go. Enjoy.
Thank you. And I'm gonna just hobble on back.
You
And
see Tomo come out with a mop and broom.
oh no, honey. Am I gonna make you do lots of extra work? 'Cause I wouldn't want to do that to you.
Oh, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. I'm used to cleaning.
If you say so.
I mean, do you not see the drunken... The dwarf is currently passed out with drool everywhere. Just drool, vomit.
No, I guess I suppose I didn't.
Yeah. That happens a lot more than you'd reckon.
He does have a good, alto voice in his snoring, though. I'll give him that.
This woman will now grab you by the throat and throw you in your chair.
Oh.
Alright, are we gonna drink or what?
They gotta give me a second. I'm used to being aroused like this.
Find it rude to...
Didn't actually say that, by the way. That's...
Huh? Wait, what?
He did not say he was actually aroused by that. That was a joke.
Oh my god.
Alright, Chief. Let's have a good time.
I can't believe you. Oh my goodness.
It's not Sally Bottle's thing, though.
Oh my goodness. I need to...
That's not mine. I don't know what I'm getting at here.
Let me... she's gonna ask you for your name.
Valley Bottle Zatu.
Zalipo Zoti.
And yours?
Well, the DM's a bit of a fucking wank, ain't he?
Yeah, I mean, he certainly could be.
It takes me a minute, jeez.
But I don't believe that he is. I think...
My name is Jan Grey.
Young Grey?
Jan Grey. Jan Grey. Like, why? Like this.
Young Gravy, but...
Like that.
Oh, banana. Oh, let me see the secrets card. Where did it go? It did not pop up for me.
my friend there.
Alrighty, let's go, Chief.
Alright.
Would they?
Good, because I don't have a name for the other one yet.
Jan Grey.
Alright, and you guys just start fucking chugging. Is Dalton back yet?
What does it do when they hit together? How does it hit different?
Ho ho ho. A bubbly concoction fills your stomach. At first, I would tell you to make a constitution saving throw, but it would seem that there's just no need. They both cancel out each other, and ironically, in a fit of hilariousness, you just have a decent fucking buzz going on right now.
Shit.
Yeah, they kind of cancel each other out.
Kind of disappointed, but ultimately very on board for this.
Yep. Huh. What do you think was gonna happen? Something magical she does with her hands, like, ooh.
No, but it got me an excuse to be hitting here drinking with you, so that's pretty magical. Gives a little wink.
Well, goddamn, aren't you sly?
No, I'm just anxious and the drinking helps.
Yeah, anxious into drinking what?
I'm anxious, and the drinking helps reduce that.
It's not a good habit to get into, friend.
Blah. It's only right now. I had a near-death experience. I'm okay. I'll get over it.
That's understandable as she drinks like a few more.
Oh, this is terribly damn good. Alright, miss, I'm gonna adjust her to the silent one. Are you sure you wouldn't want any of this? I would hate to let you do that on.
She shakes her head nervously. Not out of fear of you, but, you know, she's just very shy. Jan will look at you and say, "Oh, don't worry about her. She don't mean no rudeness by it. That's just the best way she can communicate with you. Means she likes you."
Whoa.
Well, not like that. Just, you know. In the most respectful way possible.
Well, here, I can give her this. And I want to pull out like a tin whistle.
Ah, I finally found her name. Sorry it took so long.
What is it?
Tusky May.
Tusky May, or... So what's her name?
Ah, her name's Tusky May.
Well, little Tusky May, how would you like one of these? And then I want to, with my artificer tools, right tool for the job ability, I want to convert a little toy bird into a little whistle, so it whistles a little tune, does like a little like do 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 do.
She starts to,
and then it just hops around and on the table and whistles that little tune.
She is clapping her hands together. She's very pleased with this. Very exciting. Also, Alex, you died.
Did I die?
You died in
oh
Roll 20.
Fuck! My account disappeared. That's not good.
All right, and as that ends, the rest of you are just chilling and eating. Xander, Slime Shady.
Indeed.
All right. All right, Dalton, are you back yet?
I guess not.
Hello?
Okay, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Back, buddy?
Sorry, I just really had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. I was out for the same reason.
And I will get close to, let's see, almost 3 hours in. And go a little bit longer. Finish up with what Dalton was doing.
Oh, I haven't seen this place yet.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't see it because you weren't.
Isn't that the art? Wait, is that art new? Is that art new?
What?
Darla's art.
No, this one is the old one.
Where's the new one at?
It's still it's because this was a previous map.
That's
yeah. Darla, as you walk throughout the city, you see the guard come out. He comes out of his house. You see his son already running off to work in the small makeshift garden he has. He gives a deep sigh and he begins to go about his duty.
Huh.
And you're going to the graveyard, correct? Which is over here. Okay. As you approach, you see the young boy look at you and go, "Oh, hi, Mace. How are ye?"
Darla smiles and waves at the little boy.
He waves.
Smile away.
He waves back respectfully. Goes, but you notice as you walk, he just kind of stares at you. You'll see him occasionally peek up from what he's doing in the bushes. Right, and are you going to return the axe to the grave behind the trees? Right. As you put the axe into the grave slot, correct?
Yes, Darla. I guess. Well, would it be better to keep the axe wrapped, or would it be better to unwrap it and place it?
It definitely seems like you would unwrap it and place it within the slot.
Alright, Darla will do so, respectfully and gentle with the axe.
And as you do so, are you giving like a nice little bow to the grave?
Yes.
You'll notice that the ground starts to shake.
Uh-oh.
And a path is made. Darla, let me go here first. I gotta do something here. Do 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 do. All right, Poggers, my dude, you've done it. You did the thing. Darla, as you see a small cave-like path appear. Will you go down it?
Darla proceeds with curiosity.
Alright.
Can I roll for perception?
Definitely. Good.
Oh, are we going with him or no?
You guys are all in the inn. He went off to do his own thing.
Ah.
Based.
The map is loaded.
While y'all were eating breakfast, Darla doesn't eat food or need food.
He's straight up just kind of pissed off without you guys.
That sounds about right.
Oof.
Alright, with a 9, you don't really feel much of anything. But for some reason, the path itself seems familiar. And as you walk down, you'll notice that the ground below you starts to form as you get closer and closer down. And for the first time in a long time, the area starts to light up. I don't really have a music change for this, but I kind of don't want this to be the music for this. Because that's so funny. This music is so fucking funny, though.
What about something ominous, I guess?
I could go with a little bit of ominous.
What about what type of vibe are you looking for?
Kind of like ominous, powerful yet mysterious.
Oh, dude, I got the fucking perfect thing. Straight up, King.
Yeah.
Straight up, King. Check this.
Alright.
Really simple, but it hits hard. That is actually super not what I meant to copy. Hold on.
Did you paste the photo?
Here you go. It's simple, but it works really good.
Alright, let me just copy link. Butters.
Also, that is Darla's reaction when the grave opened.
Butters. Can you...
Or the cave opened.
Oath of Exploration. Ooh, I'll have to look at that later.
Ooh, the Oath of Exploration.
Yeah.
Aw, adorable. She's a small enemy, girl.
Alright. Darla, as you... Oh yeah, I like this. This actually works, Alex. Thank you.
I knew the vibe you were looking for.
Perfect.
Darla, as you enter the room, and the Patreon appears at the bottom, you'll see kind of these small lights start to form.
Sponsored by Patreon.
These lights form.
Patreon does the sponsoring, usually.
I like to keep the Patreon thing there for them because like I'm using their maps, so might as well. Anyway.
Does that image work pretty well for the way she's feeling?
Yeah, that is a good expression. You see the lights start to form, and they glow and they glow and they glow around. Yeah, this is taking me a minute. You see. Come on now, work you fucking wank.
You fucking twink.
And as the last bit of light appears, you see this massive creature form in front of you.
Whoa, shit.
Let's fucking go.
Holy shit, it's God.
It's hot.
You see a giant dragon radiating heat and cold. Its scales of white and red, with blue frosted tips here and there. Its scale is radiant.
Is it awake?
It is currently looking at you. Not with curiosity, but with wonder. And that, Darla, is where I'm ending this session.
Ah, fucking cliffhanger!
Let's
This is
go.
beautiful.
That's a dub.
Amazing.
You literally just made this into a fucking anime moment.
I did cliffhang you on purpose.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe
Pyramid
it.
Head fucking
Yeah.
destroyed my ass.
How's it feel, Seath, to know you're a bitch?
Bitch ain't got no legs.
Bitch ain't got no legs. Bitch ain't even got legs. I'd say play.
Special shit that makes us double invincible. Don't even need it.
Don't even need it.
Lightning.
How about it?
Okay.
So did you guys have?
I'm actually kind of mad at my team.
Did you
I'm
guys?
sorry.
Just blame your team and not yourself. You could have escaped.
I did all the work. All of a sudden, they just run up to the killer just to be killed faster for some reason.
Nice.
So
They knew that Pyramid Head was unstoppable.
We're almost done with all the generators too.
You should have just escaped alone.
I tried. He had barbecue chili. I tried playing the hash.
I like the fact, Dalton, that this was a side quest that tied into your story quest. So
What the hell?
yeah, what do you think? What do you think of him? What do you think of the big guy?
It's
Done.
bizarre.
I won't tell you nothing until next session for it, but
Damn.
Tell me
this
something.
yeah, what's up?
I just wanted you to tell me something.
Oh, I can confirm that this is the alleged dragon that the town was protecting. And it, in turn,
Any
would
dragon?
protect the town, but it has been locked away for centuries now.
Is he single?
Definitely.
Oh,
Or-
is he available?
Or is he? Looks at Darla. I'm joking, Dalton. I'm joking, Dalton.
Nay, I jest.
I just.
Not
Except,
for
but
long.
what if... I'm joking. But no. The most I can give you right now, that this is the dragon that was the protector of this whole area here. But I hope that was a good reveal, though, Dalton.
Yeah.
Sick.
Wow.
Yeah.
I need to.
Also, as a heads up, Dalton,
Damn it.
you will be able to communicate with this dragon.
I mean, I do know Draconian.
Well, I mean,
So I should be able to-
you will actually be able to speak, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
He will understand you.
God, small shock hits different. I love this little tune.
Yeah, I hope it was good. Did everybody else have a good time?
I had a fucking blast, dude. I love getting to play with D&D with you guys. It's so much
That's
fun.
amazing.
Yeah. I know Eli didn't get to do much, but that's because you were like not here the majority of the session.